one chance, Poison Ivy. Just one. Do not side with Batman for the sake of a few blades of grass.
What's going on, everybody? It's Jay here from Nerd Takes, coming to you with another Nerd Takes gaming stream. We are continuing along with our Batman playthrough because why not? It's such a good game, and I'm really enjoying it, and it seems like chat's enjoying it too, so we're going to keep it going. Hey, Ali! How's it going, man? First one in chat today, man. How you doing? Yeah, so where we left off yesterday, we did a little bit of, I think, side missions is where we really left off. We were kind of cruising along the main missions as well, but we did a lot of busy work, like getting rid of some of these most wanted areas and the towers and, you know, a few tank missions here and there. So we've been cleaning up quite a bit of... Oh, what's this? Oh, it's another one of those. We've been cleaning up quite a bit of the side missions, so I think today we'll jump right into a main mission and get going from there. And without further ado, honestly, we're just going to get right on into it. Today we are wearing the 2022 The Batman movie Batsuit. This was a request from somebody in chat yesterday, Dash. So if he's here today, hopefully he gets to see it. If not, he can check out the replay and see it there. But this will be the session that we use this suit. Next up, I do think we're going to use the Ben Affleck 2016 Batman suit because it's one of my all-time live-action favorites. So that will be the next one. Alright, so we are headed over here. I kind of forget why. But while we're over here, before I head into that mission, we're probably just going to take care of that helicopter I can see out in the distance. Or drone copter, whatever it really is. Might as well get it done while I'm looking at it. Let's get a little speed boost. And get above it over here. Oh, you know what? This is actually the helicopter one. So this is a little different. So we will come back to that one. Actually, do I hack that? I kind of forget. Let's see here. I can't remember if that's a hack or not. I feel like maybe eventually I'll be able to. I kind of totally forget how to get to these helicopters, actually. Let's get a little closer just to see. About as close as we can get without getting caught by it. So yeah, it's not a hack. Or if it is, I don't have the ability to do it yet. So let's get out of there before that thing gets us. Alright. On to what we were headed for here. Where's this mission? Is it actually right where I'm standing? Close. It's right here. Ali, I'm sorry. I know I keep saying I'm going to get a translating app ready for these streams, but I keep forgetting to. But I will. I will get one so I can better converse with what you're saying. I do think we've had a pretty good understanding so far, though. I've been able to do some of the missions you've been asking me to do, so I think we've got a basic understanding. I just can't totally understand what you're typing, but I will one of these days remember to get a translator ready. I am really glad you keep coming back for the streams, though, man. It means a lot that you're still enjoying it, even though, you know, I haven't been able to converse with you the way I'd like to converse with my chat. That does mean a lot, man. I appreciate it. Okay, now we can hack this thing. Go figure, it was right on pace with what I was going to do anyways. Let's get... Oops, wrong one. Let's get the gel ready. And we'll get rid of this real quick. I always feel like he stands way too close to those. I know he's got the bat suit and all that, but I mean, do you really have to stand that close to that kind of explosion? I don't think you do. Can I zip line up on this thing, or no? Or grapple hook, rather. Alright. With that done, since that was really easy, we're just going to continue along with this main mission here. Oh, we're headed to LexCorp. Hey, Rick Clary. How's it going, man? Great to see you. How's things? Oh, shit. Overshot at that time. Oh, we got a few people to take out here. Let's see. None of the big guys. Oh, no. We do have a big guy. So we got one big guy. No way to take him out with a blue interactive object. So we will just kind of go about it this way. We're just going to... Ah, you know what? If I could actually get a little bit lower here, I should, in theory, be able to do a multi-fear takedown. Oh, nope, he saw me somehow before. That is really not cool. Let's freeze him, because he's going to annoy me if I don't. Instant knockout there. That was easy. Another instant knockout. Oops. Nothing worse than one of these guys squeezing in a hit on you. It's aggravating every time. Let's freeze this guy again. Oops. Wasn't paying attention. I was trying to read chat. Let's see. Here we get you. Instant knockout. Easy enough. Hey, Josh. How you doing, man? Great to see you again. Let's freeze this guy one more time. Oops, I actually didn't mean to do that. Really? Alright, now we just do a nice casual Batman walkover. Hey, Daily! How you doing? Great to see you. Daily says, first off, let's actually go back to Rick. Rick says, things are well as can be expected. Well, that's good to hear, Rick. Sometimes as good as we can hope for is the best we can get at times. So, you know, that's definitely not the worst thing in the world. Josh says, I'm able to wake up early with the sun behind some clouds. Fair enough. For those who don't know, Josh is half vampire, as he's said many times in chat. So, you know, sun being down helps him out. Or was it full vampire, Josh? I forget. Daily says, positive vibes for Natty. Is it time, Daily? Is she, I don't want to put too much, I guess, personal information out there in terms of Natty stuff, but is it time for her? If so, I hope so, and I'm sending all the positive vibes, loves, and good thought that I can. Natty's awesome. I'm really excited for her. That's great. That's what she said. Awesome! Oh, man, that just made me so happy. I hope, man. Like I said, I don't want to put too much of her, you know, personal information out there, but I hope everything is just as quick and painless as possible, and she's, you know, on the other side of it and just full of love and all that afterwards. That's awesome. That's such a great experience, I'm sure. Josh says we don't crossbreed. Yeah, vampires and humans, fair enough. Probably don't mix all that well. Rick says, I'm a full, forgive me if I pronounce this wrong, damful? Like Blade, a daywalker, gotcha. Blade's all the rage right now, that's for sure.
I saw a prototype for the Cobra back in training. That thing took out a whole
alright, sorry, what was I doing here? So I gotta get down there. How do I get... Oh, did I not? Man, my, yeah, no, I did do the, crossing wires or whatever the hell it is we have to do there. My attention was not focused. Alright, so how do I get into this little area? Alright, definitely can't be that way, because that thing is going to shoot me. I don't think it's the other side. You would have thought me, oh, it's this thing up here? You would have thought me messing around with those wires would have taken care of that. What is this thing? Alright, one wire goes there. Oh no, that's the one that goes down. So these wires go to these two machines. So then why aren't they disabled? What did I miss here? Do I have the ability to hack these things yet?
We're here because the night chose us.
I do. That's what I was missing. Okay, easy enough. Blade is a Hollywood joke. Oh, stop it. I can't agree with that. Blade's awesome. Blade's awesome. I love me some Blade. Now, if you want to talk about, speaking of Robert Pattinson bat suits, if you want to talk about the Twilight vampires being a Hollywood joke, that I can agree with. That I can get on board with. But Blade's my guy. Where's the gel?
Secure where? You know?
Rick says, I could have said vampire hunter. Not sure if he's well known. Pronounced. Yeah, no, I actually was not familiar with that term.
All right, sorry I asked.
Vampire hunter dude is not sure if he's as well known. Pronounced damn pill. Yeah, no, I'm not familiar with that name.
Alfred, I've dealt with the radar.
Blade is definitely the one I know more.
Trivial matter of a long-range missile launcher. Once it's been taken care of, I can
Yeah, yeah, exactly, Daily. The glittery, you know, bizarre take on vampires. That one I'll pass on.
The second radar. He bypassed the sentry guns. How is that?
Josh, I will refrain from going too much into that now just because I'm still trying to stay spoiler free because it's only been 2 weeks. But I would like to pick up that discussion with you later on. I'd like to know why you think so. But I just don't want to go too into that now for anybody listening along. You know, just, I know it's tough because I know Ryan Reynolds is even like posting pictures and all that stuff. So I won't go too crazy about trying to avoid spoilers. But for the most part, I'll try to avoid them just because I don't want to spoil it for anybody who hasn't seen it yet. Although, with the way people are posting things on YouTube and Twitter, and I'm sure Instagram, even though I'm not on Instagram, it's so hard to avoid spoilers these days.
For us. Let him. He's used to fighting street punks. They're scared. I'm not. Don't underestimate him.
Oops, that's not what I wanted to do.
Keeps telling us. You're all giving the bat too much respect.
Let's go up one more. Let's take out this helicopter while we're at it.
Yeah, and it's about run out.
60 seconds. That's perfect. However, what exactly is it that I'm even getting rid? Oh, is it this? No, this thing's already destroyed. So what is it that I'm looking for over here? Huh, I don't see it. We'll come back to it. Let's get to whatever our mission is here.
I am disappointed, Poison Ivy. You could have had a Gotham where humanity feared to tread, but you choose this absurd alliance instead. You're immune
So without spoilers, Josh, were you a fan or not a fan of Deadpool and Wolverine? The movie as a whole, not so much just the individual cameos and all that.
Think the bat will try something?
Best movie is Nosferatu. Now, aren't they doing a remake of that? I thought I heard somebody was. I forget who exactly was attached to it in terms of directors or actors, but I thought they were doing a new one. Well, I don't know if you would say new so much as just a reboot, but it's actually not one I've seen before, so I'd be interested to see the original and then watch the, you know, whatever remake it is that they're doing. All right, let's take a quick look. We got 8 armed guards, or whatever they are, hired. Oh, I forgot about the detective mode. Hired mercenaries, whatever these guys are. Rick says film threat showed the trailer. Looks good. Well, that's promising, Rick. I felt like hey, Sandy's in chat. Sandy says armed guards. The worst part is that's like just the way I say it too. I wasn't even it's so hot to let me see if I can do it regular. Armed guards. That's a little better. Sometimes I go to try to read you guys do the Boston accent and I try to exaggerate a little bit more and then I realize it just still sounds exactly like how I said it the first time. Yeah, Rick, that's interesting that the trailer looks good. You know, you always get worried about some of these remakes and stuff. Never mind one that's a remake, you know, this later on after the original. So hearing that it's good is it's a good sign. At the very least, it's a good sign. All right, I don't necessarily want to fly in there because if I fly in and take him out, this guy from downstairs is going to get me. So why don't we start by getting this one first. These two, actually. Then we'll just slip right back into the grates, and we'll move along this side. So now we got a couple of them panicking. We're going to go back up to throw them off. Rick says Harvard Yard. Josh says, I dread the day when my skin ends up that pale. Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough. Where was I? Some highs between everybody. Hey, bend over. How's it going, man? Great to see you as always. Appreciate you showing up and being here. Ben is one of the, you know, there's a lot of great supporters in here. Sandy, Rick, Daly, everybody. But Ben is one who, I swear, I think every video, every short, everything, Ben is just always on top of liking it, leaving comments, man. I owe a lot to Ben, his support, along with all you guys. Like I said, Sandy, Rick, Daly, Abe, you know, everybody in the Tommy, everybody. But Ben is one that always, whenever I post a video and I see that it's got a comment and a like, I always know it's Ben first. Ben is a hero of our little group here. He does a lot to support all of us. Like I said, everybody does. I don't mean to, you know, make anybody feel like they don't either. Sandy, Rick, everyone. But man, if I had a sub for every time Ben was the first to like a video or comment, I would be closing in on Gary at this point. Which is awesome, man. The support is crazy from all of you guys. Really does mean the world. Anthony Jameson, how you doing? Great to see you. New name. Says, can you put on text-to-speech on your PlayStation, please? I'm not sure what you mean, text-to-speech.
If he comes back, we've got to be ready. Oh, I'm ready. Gonna fill that freak with lead.
Yeah, sorry, Anthony. I'm trying to figure out what you mean by that, but I'm not entirely sure. Great to see you, though. Another new face to have in chat. Always love that. Or a new name, rather. All right, sorry. Let me try to focus on some of these guys here so I can make a little progress. We got this guy here, which I think we can take out because the other guy's down at the bottom. But by the time he gets up, I should be able to have already taken this guy out. Actually, even better, I'm going to get the silent takedown. And I'll do this one as well. Anthony says text-to-speech like AI. That's not something I can do at the moment, Anthony, but I'll look into what you mean by that later on after the stream and see if it's something I should do going forward. Ben is awesome. Yep, absolutely. Josh says, like and sub button pointless. YouTube only looks... Yeah, I mean, I know views is the most important thing when it comes to algorithm and stuff like that, but the more subs, you know, the more people are kind of seeing your videos a lot more frequently, and to be honest, it all plays a role in the algorithm. Views, I think, are probably a bit more heavily weighted, but subs, likes, interactions, comments, they all have a role to play, so any amount we can get is something I appreciate. I mean, hell, I appreciate every single view that comes on to any video or any stream, so I'm not very picky when it comes to YouTube interactions. All right, let's slide back in here. We got to kind of clear these guys out quick. It's only 4 here. Sorry, I just keep wanting to read chat because you guys always have such good conversation. Sandy says, congrats on 500. Now on to 1,000. Thank you so much, Sandy. I appreciate that. Yeah, still kind of beside myself that I'm even, you know, I think I'm at like 506 now, which is just crazy to me. But, you know, very appreciative of everybody who's helped support. Rick says, what would you say to the actor who played Jamie Lannister being Dr. Doom? I think it would be great, Rick. I think it would be great. You know, like I said in my video about the whole Robert Downey Jr. thing, I think it's an exciting announcement in terms of whether you like it or don't like it. I think it's still created a level of buzz and talk, so like excitement from that kind of standpoint, not necessarily a positive excitement or a negative one. I think it created a ton of buzz, which is what they wanted, especially coming off of Deadpool and Wolverine. Now, do I like it? Or do I think it's the right call? No. As of right now, no. I think it could really affect the way you tell the Doctor Doom story. I think it could really overshadow Doctor Doom as a character. And I do think a different casting would have been better. But with that said, given Robert Downey Jr. and the Russo's involvement, I am cautiously intrigued. I'm not even sure I'd say cautiously optimistic. I'm cautiously intrigued at how they do it, and is it done in a way that fans are going to enjoy or not. I don't have high hopes, but we'll see. Let's do a multi-take down here and just kind of clear out these guys, because this is taking too long. Oh, shit. And we got a guy shooting me here. Let's drop down quickly so he can't. Easy enough. All right, now I get a chance to catch up on chat a little more. So, yep, that was Jamie Lannister. Yeah, so I do think Jamie Lannister, the actor, forgive me, I'm forgetting his name. I think he would be really good as a Doom. I think there's a lot of actors who would be good as Doom. Dealbreaker pointed out a great one. Mads Mikkelsen would have been a very good Doom, for sure. But there's others. Hell, I think Henry Cavill. I know we always kind of, as fans, jokingly cast him as everything, but Henry Cavill could have played a good Doom. Menacing figure in terms of, body-wise. Good actor. I'm sure he could do an accent, all that kind of stuff. So I think Henry could have been a good Doom. I think it would have been a great chance to get him into the MCU. Yep, Sandy says, Matt, I got to give credit to Dealbreaker on that one. That was his call, and I loved it. That's why I keep saying it. Mads Mikkelsen would have been a great casting. Willem Dafoe is Doom. I mean, every name I'm seeing in chat is really good options, and I think any one of them could have done a great job. The idea of bringing Robert back is a bit of a cash grab. Maybe it ends up being a cash grab. We'll see, but it's definitely a bit of a desperation move from Disney and Marvel. Which, in fairness, I understand why they feel like they need one, given how they've run this thing into the ground before this Deadpool movie. So, I understand it to a degree. I just still, at this point, I can't say I think it was the best call, because I don't. Sorry, I'm going to go back a little bit here. Rick says she'd like to see more of him for sure. Yeah, I feel like ever since Game of Thrones, he hasn't really done much, which is a shame. Well, but then again, the way Game of Thrones ended, I think, really did a number on some of the... Not that it was their fault, but have any of the actors from Game of Thrones done anything? Kit Harington, I believe Jon Snow's real name. He hasn't done much. He was in Eternals, which isn't even getting a sequel now, so there you go. Peter Dinklage... Gosh, the name I know them by their character names better than their actual names in real life, but none of those actors have really done much of anything. So, not sure what happened there. If that was just them thinking they'd have bigger roles beyond the show, or maybe they got typecasted a bit from having been on the show for so long. I'm not sure. Man, chat is going very fast. Not very fast, but very packed today. I'm losing my spot. I saw something about Natty from Ben. Let me just scroll up a little bit here before we go on. No Natty tonight. She and her husband are having baby number 3. Yep. Daily let us know. I am so happy for her. I hope everything goes as quickly and painlessly as possible, and they're holding their new little bundle of joy and surrounding, it. I don't know if it's boy or girl, but and surrounding the new baby and everybody around them with a ton of love. So I can't wait for that. I can't wait to hear the news that, everything's great and little baby Natty is here too. Anthony Jameson says, can we get an F in the chat for Mark Hamill's Joker because he won't do the Joker anymore without Kevin? Yeah. It's a shame. Both actors just phenomenally good in this role. No matter what you think of Mark Hamill as a person or individual, I think you can't deny his ability as a voice actor and specifically as voicing the Joker. To me, he is the quintessential voice of the Joker. And, losing Kevin obviously as a person really, really sucks because he was such a good Batman voice actor and just a good voice actor in general. But for a lot of people, myself included, he's like a generations, if not a couple generations, quintessential Batman. So awful, it was awful when we lost him. And it is it's a sad day when we realize that, we won't be getting any work as the character from obviously from Kevin, but now from Mark Hamill either, which I do respect. For whatever I think of Mark Hamill the person, I do respect that his opinion of continuing to do the job without Kevin was that he doesn't want to because it was such a you know, such a dynamic duo, the two of them. I'll give them some respect for that for sure. Sandy Q says, yep, she told Steele, that's so awesome. Down, Sandy, no drooling. Oh, Rick. A few weeks earlier, yeah, because yesterday, Ben, she was in chat and she was saying she was just kind of hanging around the house doing a little bit of chores while she was kind of in the early stages of all that. So, yeah, that came on really quickly. But again, thoughts, prayers, love, all get sent to Natty right now. She is welcoming, you know, a great little bundle of joy into her life and her husband's life, into her family's life. So all good thoughts, all good vibes over to Natty right now. We will hopefully hear from her very soon. Got to be up in 12 hours. Love today. Love the clouds. Yeah. Sandy says flying. Josh is the chat's resident vampire, Sandy. So the clouds help him survive out in the daytime with the rest of us. The only good Marvel movie was Iron Man. Oh, no. Come on now. That's a little too harsh on Marvel. Marvel had a really good run for phases 1, 2, and 3. And there's some bad ones in there, don't get me wrong. Iron Man 2 is not great. First Thor is not great. Second Thor is not great. First Thor was fine. But there's a lot of really good Marvel in the first 3 phases. It's been phases 4 and 5 that have been god-awful, in my opinion. Anthony Jameson had said, what about Willem Dafoe as Doom? Yep, that'd be another great choice. Sandy says Mads is perfect. Okay, starting to catch up a little bit here. Yep, thoughts and prayers all out to Natty and the hubby for a safe, quick delivery. Absolutely. Anybody in chat lurking, say hi. We are very friendly here. I agree with that, Natty. Absolutely. Anybody lurking, don't feel like you have to be shy. We are a very friendly group who loves to chat here. Josh says we don't fly, we love to glide, though. Fair enough. Whatever gets you from point A to point B. Rick says they have Canon that did the story with Tony and Doom swapping bodies. I'd rather Cavill play Captain Britain. Yeah, even that would be cool. I mean, you don't have to pull my leg to get me to be convinced on getting Cavill into any role. I'm a huge Henry Cavill fan. He could be playing whatever in whatever universe, whatever IP. I'm down for it. But yes, I have seen that Tony and Doom swap body things. Not for me. I think you're going to have to write something better than that in terms of live action. That's just not going to cut it for me, and I don't think that's going to cut it for a lot of fans. Sandy says, actually, the guy who played Ramsey has done quite a lot. Ramsey. Was Ramsey the one who traps Theon Greyjoy, right? Am I getting the guys? It's been so long since I've gone to that. He's got the infamous sausage gif, or gif, however people like to pronounce it. I say gif. The infamous sausage gif from that scene about he's got Theon locked up. Arkham Knight says hi. How you doing, Arkham Knight? Great to see you here. Defoe's a little old. Yeah, Defoe's old, but man, he can still act. He's been on stage and has a new movie coming up. Oh, well, good to know. Good for him. I want to say Ramsey ended up in the Marvel's, what's it called? The Inhumans show that wasn't very good. I'm pretty sure he had a role in it. Josh says, focus on the batch, chat can handle itself. I will after this catch up because we do want to get moving on gameplay. I love chat with you guys. Chat's always so much fun. Yep, no, I know you meant Captain Britain, Rick. No worries there. Kevin was the best Batman, absolutely. Hamill voice scares the gray. Yeah, he is. That Joker voice is menacing, man. It's so good. Cindy says, both her kids were 2 weeks late, and years later, they still can't be on time for anything. Hope it bodes well for Natty. Fair enough. I must have been late, a few weeks late myself, because I am awful when it comes to timing. As you know, Sandy, for the film club, I'm always just like rushing in the last 5 minutes. My timing is awful. Hey, have you heard that Willem Dafoe is going to be in Beetlejuice? Yes, I saw the trailer. I saw him in there. I'm interested to see what his role is. Like I said, Willem Dafoe's another actor who's phenomenally talented, so I could see him anywhere. Couple people we got Josh and Rick declaring how hard they do or do not bite. Ramsey Bolton. Yep, that's what I thought. Okay. All right, we are caught up. We're going to keep going along here. Man, you guys are already having such a good chat today. I love that. All right, what is the purpose of what I'm doing here? Looks like that thing is. Can I break through this window? Probably not, right? Should have figured. We'll go this way. Okay, or I guess we'll go up again when I didn't mean to. I wanted to catch this ledge. All right, what do you got for me, computer?
I'll stay in the control room and find
Arkham Knight says, don't destroy my missile launcher. I'm sorry, Arkham Knight, but we don't have a choice.
Alfred,
Sandy says he's playing 10 acts in Those About to Die with Anthony Hopkins. Interesting. Interesting. I actually wanted to check that show out, Sandy. You know, I know I keep saying it about good actors, but we keep naming a few good ones. Anthony Hopkins, another actor that I really like. Always have, always will. I'll watch pretty much anything he's in, as proven by me forcing myself to watch Rebel Moon, which he was barely even in. But I did want to check that show out. It did seem like it was... Oh, I thought that was going to be missiles. Oh, you know what? I'm doing the wrong kind of... that's on me. I'm talking. That's not the tank that I can take head on. I got to do that one from the backside. But yes, I wanted to check that out. I like that setting of time when you have pieces like that, whether it be Gladiator or whatever. I think, you know, Ancient Rome is a really interesting time frame, especially when it comes to movies and shows. Really like Anthony Hopkins. I want to see it. I don't know if it's going to be good or not, because I think it's a, Peacock streaming service show or Paramount, one of these crappier streaming services. So we'll see if it's good or not. But I do want to check it out. Rick says he was born early, and when he was born, the East Coast had a massive power outage exactly when I was born. Hell of a quinky. Yeah? I don't know, Rick. That's one hell of an omen. I'm not sure if it's a good one or a bad one, my friend, but being born and causing a blackout's definitely an interesting one. Unfeasible says, hope you will also support you. Love from India. Yeah, Unfeasible, do you have a channel? I'll check it out for sure. I'm always looking for good channels to add to the watch list. But I appreciate you stopping by, man. Yeah, it's on Peacock, right, Sandy? I thought so. Not ideal. I don't think that I've seen a good show from Peacock. I didn't mind... Where am I going? I didn't mind the Twisted Metal show, but it was very, you know, silly. It wasn't a good show. It was very silly, and it wanted to be. It definitely took itself, didn't take itself very seriously, so it ended up being fun. There were some call-outs to the old game, which I, you know, played a ton of as a kid, so I enjoyed that. But speaking in general, you know, no, it wasn't a particularly good show. Kind of I'd say a step above a guilty pleasure watch. I wouldn't say it was like, for a perfect example, like Gotham, not the best show. It's a bit of a guilty pleasure watch for me, but I do enjoy it. It wasn't as bad as that. It was probably a little bit better, but again, that's the only... Will these things turn around so I can actually get behind them? It was the only Peacock original series I've actually watched. All right, these things are pissing me off now. It won't turn around so that I can get behind it. Where was I? Ever see Hopkins and Branagh and Othello? No, I haven't actually. It's a nice little pairing, though. I'd like to check that out. Arkham Knight has 5 more missile launches, just like the first one. No, sorry, 5 more missile launches. The first one kind of in a useless spot. Fair enough. No worries on the misspell there, Rick. No worries at all. Trust me, I'm constantly misspelling in chats and then having to retract them and spell them right the next time. It's my stupid phone. I hate using my cell phone for as much YouTube watching as I do because it limits my ability there. Alright, let's get this one while we're behind it. Seeing as I'm not sure why it's been so difficult to get behind a lot of these. Yeah, and those things do so much damage. Jesus. Don't remember Hopkins and Othello. I remember Branagh and I think Lawrence Fishburne. Yeah, that's not one I've watched, so I'm not sure. Cavill just lost again because Amazon pulled that Warhammer 40k. No. Did they really, Rick? Wow. That poor guy. I mean, I say poor guy. Obviously, he's in a pretty good spot. He's Henry frickin' Cavill after all, but man, he just can't catch a break with his passion projects, man. That sucks. I'm such a fan of his. He's such like a... he just seems like such a genuine guy in terms of Hollywood people. You know, like, he's a nerd's nerd. He, all right, let me try to pay attention to which way these things are driving so I can get behind him maybe a little easier. Because I am not doing well right now. He just seems like such a nerd's nerd, but, like, you know, also a Hollywood movie star, which is something we've never really had that much to relate to, at least not as obviously as he is, as far as I can think. You know, I'll never forget that video of him building his PC. Like, what a relatable moment for somebody like him, who was literally Superman at the time. But yeah, man, that sucks. He's lost Superman now. He had to walk away from Geralt because they ruined the damn thing. And now this. And this one seems to be like his biggest passion. He seems to be a massive, massive... Come on, don't turn around. Massive Warhammer fan. So, man, that sucks. I was just talking about on one of these streams, because we were talking about Henry about something. I was just talking about how I was trying to actually, like, understand and get into Warhammer. Oh my god, why are these always facing the way that I am? I gotta afterburn out of here, because these things are gonna destroy me. Dude, these things are ridiculous. Yeah, I was just talking about how I was trying to get into Warhammer because of him. And that, it's so overwhelming. If you're, like, new to the world of Warhammer and you just try to look up a video on YouTube of, like, you know, Warhammer 101 for somebody who's brand new to it, even the first video you watch will throw you for a loop because it's just so overwhelming. There's so much to it. It's crazy. Alright, let me try to focus on this really quick and I'll get back to chat, because this is like my 4th time trying this and it's aggravating the hell out of me. Alright, so these guys are above me. Oh my god, there's just like no ability to spin on these things. Yeah, Cobras aren't that difficult, Josh, if they would just turn around for me, which they don't seem to want to do. I got to use the map better and just take the long routes around these things. Because I have apparently no ability to kind of whip around them and catch them before they turn around. Let's see about level ups, too, if I have a chance to increase the armor on this bat tank, because it's a 2 hits and I'm out. Let's take a quick look. Armor level 1, yep, we can raise the armor level by 50%. We will do that, and that's unfortunately all we can do. Alright, Cobra tanks, let's use the radar here and see if we can really sneak up behind you. So those guys are all above me. This one is ground level, so why don't we sneak up this way and try to get behind this one. Ooh. Busy area. Of course, there's no connecting road over here, right? Why would there be? That would make it too easy. Where are you? Where is this thing? Oh, there it is. And of course, he turns around the second I get over here. Are you serious? Alright, around the block it is. Let's see if we can catch him. Oh, and of course there's another one coming right at me. Alright, let's get one. There's one. We'll go around the block. Oh, shit. This is crazy annoying. Alright, we got one over here who is being a pain in the ass and won't pick a side he wants to go down. Oh, for the love of God. Alright, now they're both following me this way, so let's go around the long way. These things suck, man. Not a fan. Right, I gotta make sure none of them are actually looking at me. Which I think will be okay. Alright, so we got two here facing this way. Let's see if we can grab one. Oh, but we got this guy facing right back at me. So maybe we don't go this way. Yeah, Josh, definitely some more patience. I'm trying to whip them around, and that's just... They have a 360 view. There's no way I'm going to whip them around. Just got to take the time to crawl up behind them, unfortunately. This is the shit that really slows this game down, and this is the stuff that made people absolutely despise the introduction of the Batmobile. Because this type of stuff just isn't fun. Like, I'm sorry, Rocksteady, but this was a mistake. Alright, that one's down. Oh, shit, that one's coming around that corner, so I don't want to go that way.
Sir, we've got 3 Cobras left in the field.
Like, having to sneak around with a Batmobile, what were you guys thinking? And I'm a fan of stealth games. I love a good stealth game. Love the mix of stealth and just straight up brawling in this game. But to think people wanted to be stealthy with a Batmobile is wild to me. Alright, hopefully we can get both here. Nope, I had a feeling that would happen the second I took him out.
Sir, I don't think 5 tanks was enough.
Alright, can we get behind this guy now? Should be able to. Oh yeah, he's going up this ramp. Should have it here. Well, little focus goes a long way. Alright, what's next for this stupid thing?
To target location. You're trapped, Dark Knight. You put up a good fight, but now you lose.
Time to take out the missile launcher.
Oh, am I meant to go this way? Oh, I see. Gotta pull the ramp up. Alright, sorry, where was I? Yeah, so Henry, Cavill lost again. That's so unfortunate. Why does everyone like the streamers to read chat? Honestly, I think I can only speak for myself as a streamer, but I enjoy reading the chat. It gives me a chance to converse with you guys and have a lot of fun talk. So I think, and I think people in the chat enjoy it as well. I know I do when I'm in other people's streams. So just fun interaction, you know. Get to have a little chat with people. I think Hopkins was King Lear in the Amazon Prime version, which was exceptional. Yep. I believe it's by design. They will waste billions on the rings of power, but not do something fans want. Hollywood scum have it out for him. Yeah, I mean, they definitely don't like him. And it's, you know, I'm sure we've all heard people say this before, but in most other Hollywood eras, Henry Cavill would be the star that he should be. No two ways about it, if you ask me. While these guys are chill, why don't we just wait here for a second while I catch up on chat? He would be a star like no other. I mean, he's got the look, he's got the action ability, he's got the acting ability on top of it. He would be a star in most eras, just not this one. This was a full Shakespeare movie. You saw Hopkins. Interesting. Can you decoy the tanks? I don't believe so. Yeah, I agree, Anthony. It is a sad retirement for the voice work of Joker as far as Mark Hamill, but I respect it. I do. As much as, like I said, as much as I'm not a fan of him, the person, I respect his decision to retire from the voice acting when, you know, the counterpart of that character, who was Batman, when his voice actor passed away, unfortunately. So I do respect his decision to do that. What's Arkham Knight's obsession with snakes? I don't know. Oh, maybe because he is a bit of a snake himself. Or maybe that's how he views it. I don't know. I mean, he's not really a snake. He, you know, going against the guy he used to know. But I guess in his mind he has his reasons. I'm not sure what his obsession is. Oh, maybe he views Batman as a snake. Maybe that's what it is. Or Bruce. So it's like a tongue-in-cheek joke towards him. I have to look it up, says Sandy to Rick. Yeah, just some more patience. That's it. Unfortunately, have to sneak around with all that. It's just like the most bizarre concept, sneaking around with a friggin' bat tank. Rick says it allows the streamer to interact. Yeah, exactly. Just allows some interaction, makes it fun for me, to be honest, because I really enjoy the interactions. And then I'd like to think it makes it fun for... Oh, shit. I thought I just lost my ability to do a... what am I in? Oh, I'm in a ceiling grate. Yeah, I think it makes it more fun for me, that much I know, and I like to think it makes it more fun for everybody else, too. chit chatting is always fun. It's honestly, it's why I do YouTube in the first place. I, as you can probably tell, love to talk, and I love to talk about nerd stuff. So it's just really fun for me. We've done so much Batman talk throughout these streams, which has been like, man, if I thought just a Batman channel alone could be successful, I would do that because I love talking Batman. Oh, of course you would run. Let's freeze you. Oh, shit. Oh, you know, I should have did the multi-ground takedown. That's on me. I haven't been paying attention to that prompt coming up. Well, I'll tell you, Josh, I don't have ADHD, but I got a little bit of ADD, so I do. That's why you can tell my my multitasking skills aren't great. But we live with it, you know, not the worst thing in the world. It makes me a bit of a chatterbox, so it actually kind of helps out when it comes to doing YouTube. That was easy enough. Alright, good stuff. Man, we're only 50 minutes into the stream and we've had 11 likes. I'll take that. 11 likes. It looks like almost 80 views. Nice. Thank you, everybody. I really appreciate that.
None of you are capable of organizing and leading such an assault.
I'm so happy I decided to stream this game because it's one, you know, this whole series of Arkham games is one that I play and replay frequently because they're my favorite series of games. I was not expecting them to be all that popular when it came to streaming given their age, but man, people have really liked these. It's great to see. We got the Pattinson suit. I was going to call him Battinson for a second. All right, can we take out whatever the hell we came here to take out? Oh, back to a Batmobile puzzle. Great. I love these so much. When I heard they were making Batman Arkham Knight, the first thing I said to myself was, God, I hope they put a ton of Batmobile puzzles into the game. I probably should have got more, yeah. Let's back it up a little bit here. Let's get a lot of speed because I think we're going to need it. Let's go a little further. Oh shit, the afterburners kind of knocked me off course there. Let's try that again. Maybe wait till now to use the afterburners, or is that still too late? Yeah, that's too late. I gotta use it earlier. Oh man, do I love me some Batmobile puzzles. Just so much. Alright, there's something I'm obviously not doing correct here. Do I need to pull that thing more? Yeah, I think I do, Josh, huh? I gotta pull it more. I didn't realize that. Yep. In the middle of pulling it, it took me over to the Batman part there where I had to fight everybody, so I just assumed that was as far as it was gonna go. Let's try it now. Now we got it. There we go. Oh shit. Who exactly should I be shooting at here? What part of it? There we go. That part of it.
You think you can outwit me? You think I'm just like all the others?
I see Ali saying fire station. So, yep. Well, we'll be due for a side mission after this. We will take care of that last fire station because I want to say it's the Is it the last one for... No, that's the firefighters. Where's the fire station? Yeah, I think it's the last one for Firefly, so we will actually take care of that.
Upload the results to the clock tower once it's complete.
Okay, now we're done playing soldiers. Let's have some real fun.
Yep, I see, Ali. We'll do the fire station next. I've actually been waiting to get the Batmobile over here so that we could do it.
And I'll do some hit and runs in the Batmobile. I promise, I'll have control of your body right back when my turn's done.
Alright, let's head over there. Oh, thought I was facing the other way. Was this the way we want to go?
You seen what that thing does to cars? I ain't staying to find out. So if it comes down to it,
Are these guys serious? Hold on, I need to detach this just to get rid of these idiots.
it's Batman. Step on it.
I hope that was worth it.
It's over, Firefly.
Gotham burns, and you burn with it.
Alright, let's see if we can take this guy out.
Don't be afraid, Batman. Embrace the pain.
I do like that they included Firefly in this game. It was a nice
Taste my flame.
way to kind of get all that, well, I guess not all three, because the original three Arkham games were always together, but it was a nice way for them to include Arkham Origins into the lore.
It's been too long.
Come on, use the afterburners. I'm so close. I swear, they just like don't allow you to get too close to them in this game. I mean, in these levels. Not until they want you to, at least.
Is that Batsuit flame-proof? You'll not extinguish me again.
Oh, crap.
This is revenge for leaving me on that bridge, Batman.
Yeah. I'm right here. How is it not letting me jump out after him? Oh, shit. That's gonna suck. Oh, no, that worked out, actually. Nice little shortcut. Thank you, finally. Oh, almost forgot to beat him down.
No! Gotham must burn!
Oh, shut up, Firefly. Ali, you want Penguin next? Alright, let's see if we have intel for his missions. I do like playing as Nightwing, so...
No! On your feet, Lynn.
You will burn for this. All of you.
You'd think they'd take the wings off him first.
For a while. Keep kicking ass out there, Batman.
Alright, that's another supervillain down.
Cracked, leathery skin.
Alright, Ali says Penguin, so let's see where we are with Penguin. We do have intel, so let's do it.
Hey, Bruce. I've managed to
Oh, he's not far from here
Penguin's
either.
trucks.
Perfect.
It's by the canal on Bleak Island.
Thanks, Nightwing. I'll approach on foot and shadow it to the weapons cache.
Mental scars. Right, Bruce?
Josh says Dracula was a wannabe vampire. Your father told you so. Josh, what are your... if that's how you feel about Dracula, what are your thoughts on Van Helsing? I gotta imagine as a vampire you wouldn't care too much for him.
Batman and Ivy working together? I know, it sounds weird, but the Bat's gotta need her plans for something. I guess so. Talk about overkill. How many guns does it take to bring down the Bat?
I'll tell you when it happens. So far, he's given everyone.
Alright, get the disruptor out.
Doesn't make
Tag
any
this
sense.
thing.
Tanks, drones, heavy...
and send him running.
What the hell? Who's out there? Oh crap! Drive! It's Batman!
Oh God, Batman!
He's tailing us! For it! Try to lose him! I'm trying! Put your foot down! He's gaining on us!
I'm actually a little bit ahead of him, so it's kind of hard to see. Let me give him a little bit of a head start here. There we go. Maybe a little more because I'm going to outglide them pretty quickly.
I don't see him either. You think we lost him? I don't know. Keep looking.
There we go. That should help.
Boss, those things.
Good until you called. Why am I hearing your bloody voice?
It's Batman.
Ah, what now?
He found us.
Why are you all
What do you mean signal decaying? I'm right above him.
useless?
Sorry, boss.
Oh, that's all right.
Excuse me.
Apology accepted.
Really?
No, not
Oh.
really. Two of my caches. If he gets number 3, your family jewels are coming off. Now lose them.
It's clear.
Wish these guys drove a little faster.
Thank God. Get a move on before he finds us again.
Keep going. Come
Taking us
on.
to the drop-off, right? Sure am. We might not get another chance. Told you I could shake him. So much for the bat. He never had a chance. It's like I said, the bat's lost his touch.
I do love the commentary they gave, you know, NPC bad guys in this game. It does always make for some pretty funny stuff. Between sometimes the fear they have for Batman or the cockiness they have over him is it always makes for pretty good commentary. Can give you a good laugh. All right. I didn't know these guys were going to drive across the whole friggin' map, though. Jesus. Come on. Signal decaying. I am literally right above them.
Man of my talent shouldn't be stuck on guard duty. Bored out of my freaking skull.
Alright, is this it? Are they done? Thank you. That was one of the longest
Why did I let him
penguin chases I've seen. Alright, it looked like there was a sniper out here, so let's... Oh yeah, there's something going on up there. This game has been so buggy. Like, what the hell just was that? I was trying to glide this way.
Man, just give me something to shoot.
I definitely saw a sniper. So let's, Oh, first let me get out of his range.
Man of my talent shouldn't be stuck on guard duty.
Oh, you little shit. I can't believe he just hit me. See ya.
Penguin has a stockpile of arms near the fish market in Drescher. Same drill as before, Dick.
You got it.
All right, Nightwing. Let's do this.
I'm good. How about you, Knuckles?
Hear that?
What? That's the wind blowing through your ears.
Eat me.
Hey, pipe down, boys.
Why is it not giving me a multi-takedown opportunity here?
Wonder how Pete is doing out front. He was pissed he got guard duty.
That's strange. Well, why don't we do this?
Can't wait to spend some of this.
Get rid of all them. And then we'll just take out these two. Easy enough. What is the deal with this place, though? Where am I, Why exactly did I just come in here?
I need to find a way into the vault room. It'll be here somewhere.
Okay, so we have to find a way into the vault room. Fire the backlaw at what exactly? Nothing up there. Something in this room? The backlaw can be used to remove grates like this one. Duh.
What are we doing here, man?
Guarding the merch. I was being rhetorical. You been sleeping with a dictionary or something?
Alright, we're just gonna go crazy and take all these guys down in this circle. Alright, now where's Nightwing? Let's switch over to Nightwing. We've been Batman a lot. We rarely get the chance to be Nightwing, so. Oh, Nightwing obviously doesn't have the same gadgets, though. I should have probably considered that.
Hey, buddy. This is gonna hurt.
That works, though. I'll take that. Oops, got a little stuck trying to switch between the two. What are... I actually don't really know Nightwing's gadgets, now that I think of it. Next one, no Nightwing. See, I could know Nightwing. The problem is I'm such a Nightwing fan that it's hard for me to opt to not use him. Dick Grayson's my favorite Robin, and I love Nightwing. I wish, instead of the Gotham Knights game, to be honest with you, that they just gave us like a Nightwing Bloodhaven game. That would have been so much better, especially if it was actually Rocksteady. Well, actually, let me correct that. If it was this version of Rocksteady, because the one we just got from Rocksteady was pure garbage. So maybe maybe I need to be a little bit more specific about that. But yes, if this version of Rocksteady had given us a Nightwing Bloodhaven game, I would have loved that. I gotta say, this Robert Pattinson Batsuit is growing on me a little bit. I was not a fan of it at first, when I first saw it, and even after seeing the movie. Excuse me. Even after seeing the movie. I don't love... Let's take a look at it real quick while we're here. I don't love the collar. I don't love the gauntlets. And I don't love... You see that little like front seam on the mask that kind of makes the mask look super rounded? Goes basically from the temples of his head, like right over, like an arch above the forehead. Not a fan of that. But I like the armored look. It's a little different from the Batsuits that, you know, we see... Well, I guess no, because what's his face is Bale's looked kind of armored a bit too, to a degree. But I prefer the cloth look. Like my favorite live action Batsuit is, as I've said a few times, it's Ben Affleck's 2016 Batman vs Superman. I love the gray and the black. I love the fact that it's the cloth suit. But then even some of his suits, as those went on, got armored up and all that. I don't not like the armor. I just prefer the cloth suits. What do you got to say to me, Nightwing? Nightwing was the best thing to come out of Teen Titans ever. Yep, agree there. You prefer Bale's Batsuit best. Interesting. Interesting. I like Bale's, don't get me wrong. I'm not a huge fan, Rick, of the like all black Batsuits. I love Keaton's. It's like the only all black Batsuit that I really love because, one, it's just kind of iconic. Two, it just looks good with the yellow symbol popping on it. So I do like Keaton's all black. I don't like either the one from the Joel Schumacher films because Bat Nipples immediately is just a fail. Bale's, Bales I like. It's fine. I do like that one. I love 2016 Ben Affleck Batman vs Superman's. I also love his armored up one for fighting Superman. Both of those suits are very Dark Knight Returns-esque. So I do love those. As his movies got on, or his appearances in some of the movies, I didn't care for them as much. Like, I didn't care for a lot of his Justice League suits, even in the Snyder Cut, or the suit that he wears in the Flash movie that had just come out. And then there's this one, and it's not bad. It's grown on me. It just, I don't know, I get a Gotham by Gaslight vibe with this one. I think it's the collar, and I think it's the cowl. I don't know. It's all right. The gauntlets, those little like metal things on the gauntlets, I wasn't a fan of. I'm not even sure what they are, to be honest with you. I don't know that they need to be there, but you know, that's what they went with. It's not bad. At first, I'm not gonna lie, I kind of hated it when I first got the reveal of it, but it's definitely grown on me quite a bit. Oh, you don't like Keaton's suit. Interesting. Keaton has a weak chin, and the mask emphasizes, yeah. Well, so I definitely agree with him not having the strongest jawline. That's for sure. I wish I don't have it on. No, I think it was maybe the third stream I did of this. So part 3, we used the Keaton suit, and it just looks so good in this game. But the character wearing it, the character design of this Bruce, does have a strong jawline, so maybe that's why it looked a little better. And yeah, he definitely had some lifts because he's not the tallest guy. Ali, I'm assuming that means Riddler missions. I think that's what I've gotten out of the language barrier, because I know you said that last one of the other streams too, and that's when we happened to be doing Riddler missions. So I'm gonna venture to guess that's what you mean by that. So, you know what? I've been putting off Riddler missions too, so maybe we just do it, because I hate these. I hate how annoying they are. But I have been putting them off for a while, so why don't we just get one done?
I doubt he'll be playing games much longer.
Heaven knows how his insanity has manifested itself this time.
Keaton is most certainly Beetlejuice. I would agree there. He nails that role. It's kind of funny if you watch that trailer for the new one, how it seems like he just so easily slips right back into that role. I like Michael Keaton as an actor. He can do comedy. He can do more serious stuff. He's good stuff. And I am actually excited for that Beetlejuice movie. I think it looks all right. I like Jenna Ortega. I liked her in Wednesday. I actually even liked the whole show of Wednesday. You know, it's a fun little silly kind of take on Addams Family stuff. You know, her and Tim Burton obviously worked well together, so seeing him reconnect with her, Winona Ryder, and Michael Keaton, who are all people he's worked well with, I think is a good thing. Well, let's beat up these guys since they're looking for a fight. Get off me. Why don't we freeze you just so we don't accidentally knock you out and lose the interrogation? Oops, this guy's gonna get me. Man, I can't pull off these finishers. Do it the hard way. There we go. What did Rick say there? I saw something about Batfleck. Yep. So until Batfleck, you liked Val Kilmer as Wayne and Batman, and then Christian Bale. So funny you should say that, Rick. I was rewatching all the older Batman movies with my wife because she had never seen any of them, and she was surprised to have seen that Val Kilmer was Batman at one point. And I had always liked those movies in terms of nostalgia because I saw them as a kid. Obviously, they're not great. They've got a ton of issues. But I remember watching it and thinking at the time as a kid, like, oh, I like this guy as Batman. Didn't know who he was. Had no idea. You know, in the late 90s, had no idea who Val Kilmer really was as a kid because I just didn't pay attention to celebrities. So rewatching it again this time, I was actually pleasantly surprised by how good of a job he did as both Bruce Wayne and Batman. I don't know why he didn't do the second movie. I'd like to look into that to know if it was just something went wrong or he just didn't really want to be in it because it wasn't well received, things like that. I'm curious because I thought he was a good Bruce Wayne and a good Batman. I thought he was better than George Clooney, that's for sure. But my ranking would be, if I was to do them all in order, it would have to be... Sorry, these guys are annoying me. You know what we're going to do, actually? We're going to make this considerably easier, because they're just annoying the crap out of me, and we got to get into this Riddler mission. Give me 1 second, and I'll do my Batman rankings. Was it worth it, guys? Was it worth it? I don't think it was. I really don't think it was. Alright, so before we head into this Riddler one, I would say for me, it's my favorite live-action Batman. Now, keep in mind, this doesn't necessarily have to do with how good the movies they were in, because I know that some of these, you know, Batfleck, for example, hasn't been in the best movies. But my favorite live-action ones was Batman number 1, Keaton number 2, Bale number 3. I'd probably... This is where it gets tricky because I'm trying not to weigh the movie against them. Probably say Kilmer number 4, Pattinson number 5, and Clooney number 6. Now, I'm leaving out Adam West's Batman because I find it difficult to compare his style of Batman to any of these other styles. I tried to take it in a more not so campy, even though the Joel Schumacher movies are kind of campy. Those other versions really don't go with the same level of camp as Adam West does, so I always put him in his own category of, you know, iconic for what it was and what he did, but that's kind of just that. Now, my favorite Batman in general is Batman the Animated Series Batman, which is obviously voiced by the great Kevin Conroy. That is my favorite version of Batman in terms of not in the comics and in some sort of, you know, visual medium, whether it be TV show, cartoon, or, well, I like to call it animated series or movie. Oh, and it's not even a... son of a... I thought it was going to be a race. I didn't realize it was going to be my favorite, a Batmobile puzzle. Yay. Well, since I'm not thrilled to have to do this, I do vaguely remember this one. I'm pretty sure I gotta, like, pop out of this thing and glide onto that. But while I have a chance, we'll read this. Where was I? Until Batfleck. Yep, so I saw that. Sequels always suck, only filled with nostalgia. Yeah, for the most part. I think it's rare to see good sequels, but you do see them. You'll look at Terminator 2, for example. You do find some good ones. I think it's definitely a tough thing to do. It's not the easiest. And then if you're going for a third movie, it's really hard to make sure that it's actually of quality. Not impossible, but difficult. And I think on the whole, sequels are usually more of misses than they are hits that I can think of off the top of my head. But again, not always. Rick says, I'll take Jenna Ortega. Yeah, fair enough. No, Jenna Ortega was really, she was really good in Wednesday. I liked her in that role. She can obviously play the brooding kind of emo, you know, character pretty well. I think she's a good little, no, I don't want to say little because she's a grown adult, but, you know, she's a good actress. I think she's been in some good little projects in terms of Wednesday, and I think she's been in some Scream movies that I haven't really seen, so, but from what I heard, she was good in them, and she seems to fit that kind of horror / just kind of gothic show kind of vibe or movie kind of vibe, so I think she'll be good for that. Yeah, that was a little bit out of New York, huh? I can't see Adam West without seeing him in the Burt Reynolds movies Hooper and Young Lady Chatterley. I've actually never seen that one. Captain America 2, Winter Soldier, and Civil War. Yes, I agree there. That is a great example of not only the sequel being good, But the actually the sequel being great. Captain America, The Winter Soldier is one of my favorite movies to come out of the MCU. It was such a different tone, such a different kind of movie than what we had seen to that point. It's like a spy thriller. So yes, I'm a big fan of both of those. That's a great example of second movie and the third being very well done. I also really love Captain America: The First Avenger. I think that is such an underrated... oh, nope, that's not what I'm supposed to do. Such an underrated Marvel movie. We probably want the line launcher if I was to guess. Except I can't actually use the line launcher, so what do we want here? I can use it here, but that's not what I'm supposed to do. I gotta land on that thing. Oh yeah, I gotta actually be moving here. That's right. Spazzing out like Tony in Iron Man 3. Iron Man 3, Iron Man 2, and 3 are examples of not being as good as the original. So you kind of get a little bit of all of it in the... Oh my god, I forgot to press the double X. You kind of get a little bit of all of it in the MCU.
Very good, Dark Knight. Since you insist on dressing like a flying rat, I thought I'd put those abilities to the test.
Okay, so I'm pretty sure I have to do it again, but actually make that turn there. It's not as difficult as I remembered. Josh says Iron Man only good Marvel movie. I disagree there. I definitely disagree there. But I do love Iron Man, so it's definitely the one that started it all. I mean, not only just in terms of literally being the first, but I think making people realize that, like, because after Spider-Man 3, you got to keep in mind, you know, the Tobey Maguire ones, it's not like superhero movies were doing great. You know, can I zip out of there? Because you got to figure Spider-Man 3 would have been around 2007-ish, and it wasn't received very well because it just wasn't a very good movie. And then you had, just a couple years before that, you had Batman Begins, which people liked, but it didn't really have a ton of buzz. So it wasn't until 2008 when we got the Dark Knight, the original Dark Knight movie and Iron Man that really kind of brought superhero movies back to kind of being what they had been during the Tobey Maguire early X-Men days.
Contrary to popular belief, very few bats survive on blood. Most species
Oh
subsist
crap,
on
I didn't mean to do
insects,
that.
Whereas you prefer to live off undesirable prey.
Man, it doesn't want to get me, doesn't want to let me zip out of there. Rick says, sorry, what was I saying here? I think I missed one. Rick says, I think the Branagh directed Thor was criminally underrated. Did Branagh, was that Thor 2, Rick? Did Branagh direct that? I didn't even know that. Yeah, I did not know that at all. All right, what the hell am I supposed to do here? Is there something I'm supposed to be doing here? The original roads even agrees, yeah. Hey, I agree with Rick, and I think what Josh is getting at there too, which is the original roads being... Gosh, what is his name? Why is his name slipping my mind? He was just on a Rogan podcast not that long ago and kind of made waves. Terrence Howard. Yeah, Terrence Howard is far better than Don Cheadle's roadie. 100%. What am I supposed to do here? What am I missing? I can't throw it at this. Oh, are we done? Is this already done? I didn't realize that. Thought I had more to do. Sorry. My bad. So we've got basically a backwards E. So we want to go on the solid side, bottom, one in.
More cabinets. Great.
Right, so backwards E, solid sides this side, one in, so it should be this one. Speaking of Batman the Animated Series, this is the Catwoman suit from that, I believe.
Okay, time to possibly maybe die.
No, that's more of an E, Josh. There's no dip, you know? An M's got to have a dip in the middle. That was more of an E. Backwards one, but an E. Yeah, Terrence Howard. That's what it was. For some reason, that name was slipping my mind.
Detective.
All right.
Oh, good. More fun.
I think I gotta wait for Bruce to be back here in order to do that. So let's just get out of here. Well, that wasn't the worst Riddler one. Still annoying and still stupid, but wasn't the worst.
Well,
The first one was, honestly.
you have passed another test. I cannot help but admire the spirit with which you
Oh, Branagh directed Thor 1. Okay, that makes sense then, Rick, because I do actually also believe that that was an underrated movie.
guilty when I contemplate what's coming. But not so guilty that I'm going to call it off.
Wait, Josh, do all these things spell Batman? I've never noticed that before. No. Have I already done? Yeah, I guess that might actually make sense, because I think I've already done 4 of them, so no shit. Learn something new every day. I'll tell you, that's a god-awful looking M, though, because there's no dip to it. But fair enough. I had never noticed that. Alright, what are we going to do next here? We could technically do another one of these, but I really don't want to. I hate... you know what? Let's go finish it off, because
I'm going back to the orphanage.
this is going to fight with Catwoman. It's not a race or a puzzle, so fair enough. Well, it will likely be some sort of puzzle, but not the Batmobile kind. Yeah, this Batmobile is absolute trash design, Rick. I don't like it. It's just too much of a tank. I'm going to say something potentially controversial here. My least favorite Batman live-action Batmobile is Christian Bale's. It has the same issue as this. Different look, but same issue where it's too much of a tank. I don't like the Rumbler. It's not a real Batmobile to me. And I've never liked it. I don't like. It's not the worst thing I've ever seen. It's suitable for those movies, but I have never liked Christian Bale's Batmobile.
It doesn't take much to tame a cat. Make them wear
How are you doing?
Can't fault the entertainment. Eddie just lectured me on the 13 innovations that let him pack this collar with his...
Yeah, Keaton's is definitely best.
You must be
At being what? Your motivation?
Trying to think of what I want to say. Clooney's and Kilmer's kind of just played off the look of Keaton's, just maybe changed it a bit. I just watched those movies too, but can't remember what the hell they look like exactly. I want to say they looked very similar though, and just kind of added some lights and some things like that. So we'll just say theirs were fine. Keaton's definitely the best. Is the second Keaton one, Rick, the one where they kind of added some ribbed lights to the side of it or something? Or am I thinking maybe the Val Kilmer one? I don't know. I'm getting confused with some of those 3 there in the middle. But Keaton's original one's the best. I even thought Ben's was okay. It's nothing great. Clooney's was a single-seat roadster. Jeez, I have to literally look it back up. I just watched that movie, I kid you not, maybe 2 weeks ago. And I already forgot what it looked like. Pattinson's, again, meh. There hasn't been a lot of great live-action Batmobiles, honestly, so Keaton's is really easy to kind of just stand above the rest. Let's see, I think I gotta throw a thing at this. Let's see. But yeah, so I don't like Christian Bale's. Never have. Oh yeah, that's right. This is like some annoying ass tube puzzle. We gotta get all these things to match. How do I... Oh, is it like this? It will be. Alright. Let's try to remember this one real quick. There's nothing I do with Catwoman here. Oh, is this just the key for her thing? Yeah, that'll be the key. Kilmer's had the ribbed sides. Okay, that's what I'm thinking of. Yeah, I agree with everything you're saying, honestly, here, Rick. Keaton's the best. Can't even really remember the second Keaton one. I'd have to take a look at it. Clooney's was the single-seat roadster, which, again, I'd honestly have to look up. Just because I already forgot it, because it was that forgettable of a design. Kilmer's had those ribbed sides. That one I do remember. And then no real fan of Batfleck's Batmobile or Robert Pattinson's. It's kind of just like a souped up Mustang or something. God, I hate Riddler. Stupid things. What the hell am I doing here? So this sends the current out of there. Oh, can I just climb up? Jesus, man. I thought that was a ledge I couldn't climb for some reason. Well, let's get Catwoman up here because we're going to need her. Alright, so that'll get it to go through one. Actually, where does it start from again? So 1, 2, down this way.
Counterweights move further when I step on the pads.
You are getting older. Maybe it's time to add a few extra notches to the utility belt.
Oh no, we have to double up here. We gotta send that one. Oh wait, is it that way? Oh no, it's already through. This is the one we double up. And then we get off of it. That one goes there. And then we double up this one. Yeah, this is the stuff. Not very difficult. Just also not very fun, Rocksteady. You could have left this out of here. But I mean, you do have to do something for Riddler, and it's got to be puzzles, and you know, because that's his thing. So fair enough. Just I don't know. Definitely not my favorite parts of these games.
Congratulations to the dementedly dressed duo. Your key
Yeah, that was a little close call there, Josh. A little too close. Yeah, no, I think I mentioned it earlier that Kilmer's suit had bat nipples too, which I think a lot of people forget. I think a lot of people. Oh, jeez, and I just forgot that the floor was electrocuted. I think a lot of people forget that Kilmer's also had the bat nipples on it. I think Clooney's Batman movie gets ridiculed a little bit more because it is honestly worse in my opinion. So I think people kind of attribute the bat nipples to him too. And don't forget, as Natty pointed out in the last stream, he also had the Batman credit card too, which was just a stupid thing to put in the movie. So I think his movie being a lot sillier and a lot stupider, he kind of gets attributed for the oh, I gotta leave that to Batman. He kind of gets attributed with the bat nipples, I think, a little bit more than Val Kilmer does. Why don't we use Catwoman first? Because, oh no, I guess there's an even amount. I didn't see the other blue ones. I love this Catwoman suit. Well, we're definitely playing a little bit better today, so I'm glad I started the stream earlier because last night I couldn't focus whatsoever. I was so tired. I could barely even get my words right. And the gameplay was not ideal.
You can thank me after.
Easy. Rick says, next best one is the original TV and 66 Batmobile. Yep, George Barris custom car was awesome. Yeah, so Rick, I was actually telling us, I mean, I'm sure a lot of people have seen these in real life because I feel like that version of the Batmobile is the easiest one to actually recreate and be able to drive around. But there's one who I used to see all the time when I was going to work, but I haven't seen it in a while, so I wonder if the guy sold it or you know, who knows. But there was a guy who I would see all the time driving to work in the morning, driving the replica Adam West Batmobile, and it looked so cool. I mean, it was a one, it was a one-for-one, you know, replica. It was brilliant. I think I have a picture of it somewhere. One day I was driving and got a nice picture of it side by side. Yeah, it was awesome. I do love that Batmobile. I actually have a replica version of it I forget what the scale of it is. It's probably about the size of, say, like your standard keyboard, for your computer. It's that same exact Batmobile, like a Hot Wheels model, blah blah blah, still in box type of thing. I should put it on display somewhere up here. Currently, it's down in my basement on a shelf. I should put it in display somewhere up here in my office.
A new trial awaits you, detective, by Divinity Church, and I'm waiting too.
All right, Riddler, shut up. Oh, you know what? I should actually probably just do his. I believe this is a riddle. Yep. Ali, again, I'm assuming that's Riddler, and you seem to really love these Riddler side missions, huh? Fair enough.
Great news, Bats. I was just hanging out in hell.
Let's switch it up just a little bit, though, because we just did kind of 2 of his in a row. Let's do a firefighter. We're due for one of these. Let's get a little height first, though, because we're kind of low.
The captors are entrenched with firearms. Rather a lot of them.
Go on the old scratching post. She also says, ow, ow, is this a bullet in my sternum or a broken heart?
Oh, Joker, quiet.
You wait! The chief's gonna make you all pay for this! What, you kidding me? The only one... And I thought things were gonna settle down without Joker.
Oh, I didn't get that one. Oh, I wanted to take them both down, but didn't get the chance.
We can't help it. He's out cold. Keep a lookout. What the hell was that? I don't know.
I can't
Oh, we
attempt
got
to
this guy
free them
coming up.
until I secure the area.
Over here!
How? How is that not a silent takedown opportunity? Come on. Bane's riddle is here. Okay. Keep an eye out for it. I'm going to be honest, this playthrough is not going to be huge on any of the riddles just because it's too time consuming and I just feel like it doesn't make for great gameplay. So we will be mostly just doing missions and DLC and stuff like that. Riddler will remain, and we'll do the Riddler Catwoman stuff. But all his riddles and trophies and all that aren't going to be something we probably go through. It's just boring. And once you've done them once, which I've already done on a playthrough, I just have no interest in sitting through all of them again.
Don't go. I need your help.
Oh, shit. I almost forgot to let this guy out.
Hey, Batman, you gotta get me out of here.
Gotta lock up everyone for... Yeah. Maybe one day. I will definitely get through all the main... DLC, all the main side missions, DLC, all that. I do want to get on to Arkham Origins at one point because I'm actually really excited to play that one based off everybody's glowing opinion of it in these streams lately. So I don't want to slow us down too much by looking for every tiny little Riddler trophy. But maybe one day when we've played through most of them and all we've got left is doing some stuff like that, we'll circle back and do a little bit of that stuff.
Hey, the way our luck's been, I wouldn't be surprised if it was the devil himself.
Rick says... I just put my order in for and sent Tommy a link to a 2-foot-long Enterprise refit light-up toy from Star Trek, the motion picture. It's damn pricey but gorgeous. Ah, that's awesome, man. See, that's one of the things I think a lot of these companies who have these, movie studios and TV studios who have these IPs, who are now realizing like how much failure they've created for themselves. I think that right there is something they're realizing that they didn't know they'd be missing, which was the common nerd like myself, like you, like all of us. Look at Stasis Geek and his collection of stuff, all that, in his setup. The common nerd who will just buy replicas, models, figures, all these different things that represent the stuff that they love, that people aren't buying now, and it's sitting on the shelves going into landfills or just clearance racks left and right. Like, look at all your Acolyte action figures. You think anybody's buying those? No. So I think they're really realizing, like, wow, the merchandise sales are something we are missing big time. And I mean big time. Nobody's buying merchandise from these crappy superhero movies or crappy Star Wars shows and movies or Star Trek Discovery stuff. Like, nobody's buying that crap because nobody cares. They'd rather go and buy something from Star Trek, the motion picture, things like that. I'd rather buy the 66 Batmobile than spend a cent on whatever, I don't know, spaceship the Marvels might have been flying around on, if they even make models of it. Like, I just don't care about any of that stuff. Without that, it's crazy. They're leaving money on the table with every failure. Yeah, exactly. They just keep compounding the issue. I don't know if you had heard the rumor, Rick, from Chris Gore, who reported that he's hearing Marvel might have cleaned house a bit in terms of some of the producers that were making the programs and movies that they've been making, which, if true, it's a good sign. Now, can we trust it just off, not so much off of Chris, because I trust Chris Gore as a source. I'm a huge fan of him and Film Threat in the Wednesday Nooner and all that he does with Gary. And I trust him as a source, so I believe it hearing it from him. My thing is just, do we trust, the source that gave it to him in terms of, do we really think Marvel's going to do that? And that, I don't know. It would be a good sign. It would definitely be a good sign that things are going to get better, but we'll see. Still collected toys. Josh says nerds are smart, but he failed calculus. Well, can't be smart at everything. Sometimes nerds are just nerds for geeky stuff too. It's not always that we have extreme math skills, because I'll tell you right now, math is not my strong suit. I'm a nerd, but I'm a word guy. Words are where I really kind of find my groove. Rick says he collected toys until 2022 and have the, forgive me if I pronounce this wrong, Eagle Miss Star Trek ships and Battlestar Galactica ships, old and new series ships, gorgeous to display. Yeah, and that's the thing, man. Like, that's why you just heard me saying I want to find a place to bring up that Batmobile, because I want it on display. I want to look at it more. I don't want to just have it sit in the basement somewhere. On my desk right now, I don't have much by way of collectibles. I do have a collectible little, it's not really much of a collectible. I say collectible just because it's like a little trinket, but it's a replica bat signal. It was nothing crazy, but it's a nice little thing. It's actually kind of like, as I'm looking at it now, it's actually kind of a sturdy little thing. I don't know if it's like die cast or whatever that material is, but some kind of metal. It's really great. It looks exactly like the bat signal should. It's got the Michael Keaton logo on it with the yellow, and when you light it up, it actually like puts a massive bat signal on your ceiling. And it's little silly little things like that we just love. We love to buy. We love to collect, and that's the stuff that I think these companies are really realizing. Like, oh man, we're making all this merchandise, or cutting all these deals with whatever company that makes toys, whether it be Hasbro or whatever. And these things are sitting on the shelves. Like the Star Wars ones have been the most glaring. Those things just collect dust and end up on clearance racks really quickly. Let's see. We don't have any firefighter info. We got intel on one of these things. I don't really want to do that. We got no intel on Azrael. Oh, we are at 52%. We're making good progress. We don't have any intel there. We could do one of those, but I don't really want to. I got to stop saying I don't want to, though, because at the end of the day, I have to do these things. So let's do one of these.
I won't let them threaten this city.
It took me a second reading that to see where you were going. The white and nerdy, yeah. That was one of the first Weird Al things I'd ever heard. Was because I grew up when that song was. I think I was in like later middle school, either middle school or just beginning high school when They See Me. Whatever that song was. God, what was it? It was Chameleon Air. Was it Rollin'? Or Riding Dirty? Whatever the hell the song was. Riding Dirty, maybe. So that song by that parody by Weird Al was actually one of the first ones I ever heard from him. That thing was a hit too. I'm pretty sure like that song did really well on the charts. White and Nerdy, not Riding Dirty, which Riding Dirty also did well.
Uploading virus now. Tanks on the move, sir. Good luck.
Rick says he didn't fail calc. He went all the way past finite math into quantum calculations. Yep, I stuck at basic level math. I was not a math guy whatsoever. Never was. Can do everything I need to do, and then anything I can't, my cell phone can handle. You know what we're gonna do? Actually, we're gonna see if we can hack that once we get the ability to hack things. I'm pretty sure we can hack the helicopters. I don't see why we wouldn't be able to. Oh, no, 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 don't hit me. Oh, and I just lost my ability to hack. I probably should have did it and stopped wasting time. Where did that little helicopter thing go? Could have sworn it was right here. Oh, that was a complete miss. Oh, there it is. 2 and 1. Let's go. We'll take that. I'll take this stuff over the Batman, the Riddler crap. I'll tell you that. Oh, that just barely got me. Enough to cause some fire, though. I got damage to the car. Oh, shit. I'm not going to get out of the way. Yes, I am. Perfect. I am taking too much damage here now, though. It's these missiles that are kind of catching me from behind. I got to pay more attention to those. Got one left. Where are you? Oh, was it you? I thought it, oh, no, it isn't you. There you are. Easy enough.
The bomb's payload is exposed. I can use the power winch to trigger...
Oh, what do you got against the hack, Josh? I like the hack. It's nice and useful. You got some strong opinions, Josh. I like that. I respect that. Gives me a lot to go off of. I always say, if you're going to have an opinion, make it a strong one. Don't be unwilling to move off of it, but you got to be able to back up your opinions. Otherwise, it's tough for people to, you know, take opinions too seriously. So I do appreciate a nice, strong opinion now. That said, I do like the hack, though. I'd need you to give me reasons as to why you think it's lazy. I like it. It's definitely helpful. That's not what I wanted to do. Oh, I guess it worked out, though.
Riddler, talk while you still can. I'll tell you everything I know. It'll do.
I always love those little cutscenes because they actually don't tell you anything. And he just proceeds to slam them into the ground.
Be careful, the bat's got a cannon
I don't know, Josh. I'm still not seeing the reason. Seemed to work pretty well. Helped me out for sure. All right, who's next? We got that 602 meters away. Oh, we already 50% done with these? Wow, we've been cruising through those. I didn't realize that. We're only 30% on these. Why don't we take out one of these? We're only 30%.
Checkpoint stationed near Perdition Bridge. Not anymore.
There's no half measures with these soldiers, Master Bruce. They're equipped with firearms and sentry gun placements.
Yeah, we've only been going for about an hour and 50 minutes here. I feel like we've gotten quite a bit done. EMP more useful. Yeah, that I probably wouldn't disagree with. EMP is definitely useful.
I thought Arkham City was fun, but this is another level.
It's got to be below me, right? Oh, is this the one that I've been putting off doing? Yeah, it is. Why don't we just see what we can get done here? I want to get to that ledge above it, though. Was it going to let me? No, it's got me stuck on this one now.
The launch was our last defense. That means Batman's got that jet in the sky. He's watching everything we do.
All right, why don't we at least...
That's
not what I wanted to do.
Hostage around the city.
Why don't we get the hacking device out?
Abandon them.
Oh, shit, that other one got me. Alright, we definitely misplayed that. So let's reset. I was just literally about one hit away. Not what I wanted to do there. Oh, shit, and I just went in the wrong spot again. Alright, let's take a look at that again. I've totally forgot about the ones back there. Oh god, that's not what I wanted to do either. Let's grab this. Is there a door for the car? I didn't realize that. Let's take a look. Huh. You are correct. There is, my friend. Well, that makes this considerably easier. Kind of makes it a bit of a joke, honestly. Anybody else? Oh, good call, Josh. That made this a lot easier.
Time to find the commander and shut this place down.
Those tanks will run us over. I've seen.
Rick says, Drescher, Fan Drescher. I gotta, like, pronounce that one as clear as I can. Drescher. Drescher, Fran Drescher, expect eardrums to bleed. Yeah, she used to have a hell of a voice, huh? She was something. I never watched that show as a kid. What was it, Nanny? That was never one that was a big one we used to watch in my house. And we watched a lot of sitcoms, I gotta say. But that was one that never really caught on for us. I don't think any of us cared for her voice all that much. That was the problem. The most I saw her in was I used to date a girl who loved that show Friends, which again, not a fan of, but I used to date a girl who loved Friends, and she had a role on that show as somebody's, I can't remember who, somebody's fling or girlfriend on the show or whatever, and oh my word, was her voice annoying. I know I probably can't talk too much because I'm sure people find my accent annoying, but woof, I think Fran Drescher is a whole nother category. Gorgeous woman that had a voice that could strip paint from the walls. I've never heard that before, Rick. I will be putting that one in the memory banks and using it. That's a good one. Yeah, she was very pretty. Absolutely. I wonder what she's up to these days. I wonder if she's doing any acting or anything, just out of curiosity. She was in Dr. Detroit and This Is Spinal Tap. Okay. Jennifer Aniston was in the first Leprechaun. Really? No kidding. It's funny when you go back and see some of the like absurd small roles that some of the big name actors have been in. We were just talking about Johnny Depp having been in Nightmare on Elm Street, one of them, on some stream I was on recently. I don't remember if it was with Stasis and Sandy or maybe something with Tomby and the guys, but we were just talking about that recently. He got one of his, first roles as, I think, just one of the teenagers in Nightmare on Elm Street, who's like having the dreams and stuff, I want to say. One of Freddy Krueger's targets. He has a lot of stuff like that. A lot of people forget Jim Carrey used to be on that show In Living Color. I think that was where he got a big break. Alright, let me pick a new mission here. Oops, I keep doing the wrong button for that. Alright, so we can't do another one of these just yet. We have no intel on a fighter ones. We do have intel on that. I guess we'll do another Riddler. Actually, you know what? How close are we to... We are near another one of these. Why don't we go back to this and then we'll do a Riddler. Let's move a little bit of main story along.
As soon as the analysis is complete.
Very well, sir.
She's the head of the Actors Guild? No shit. Fran Drescher, the head of the Actors Guild. I would have never thought that in a million years. No shit. I mean, I guess good for her. I don't know how good of a gig that is, but wow. I would have never guessed that. She was out in press coverage during the actor strike. Okay, that makes sense then. She must have had a big role to play there. This is an empty... Oh, I didn't read that. I'm going to imagine maybe that has to do with this. Nope. Is there a wheelchair around or something? I actually didn't even like fully read what the riddle said. I thought it said something came at a big cost. I would have assumed it was the wheelchair or something, but I don't know. Oh yeah, we gotta do this. Johnny Depp was Nancy's boyfriend. Is that in that? Is that from that? Oh, my phone. I gotta plug my phone in. Didn't realize it was out of battery. Josh, is that from that Nightmare on Elm Street movie? I haven't seen it in years, so I can't even remember Nancy. I'm assuming she was another main character in that, another character in that movie. I haven't seen that in some time, man. Probably 20 years at this point. I'm not a big horror movie guy. I do prefer the older ones, and it's not that they're too scary or anything like that. Of course not. That'd be ridiculous. But it's the idea that, I do like some of the stuff like, what do you call it? Your Fridays, your Nightmare on Elm Street, the older stuff from like, 80s, early 90s stuff. It's when things, in terms of horror, started to become just like gross, gory stuff, like the Saw movies. I don't know if you guys remember that movie Hostel that came out in like the early 2000s. It just became like, these movies were just about like how gross we can make it, and that's when it kind of lost me. I'm like, I don't really want to watch that anymore. There's no thrill to this. There's no suspense or edge of your seat stuff. It's just like how gross we can make, the scenes in this movie. So I totally fell out of the horror movie genre. I liked ones that gave you more of something to think about, like what if it was real, or kind of like The Ring, for example. I know The Ring's not a great movie, but I love that concept of like you watch the video, 7 days, you have 7 days. Like, I don't know. I like when they set up weird little premises you can think about like that. There was another one that came out when I was a kid called Darkness Falls. It was like essentially the Tooth Fairy was like actually an evil thing. Again, it was just something a little different, something to make you think to some degree, versus Saw 6, when it just became how gross can we make these contraptions that we're using type of thing. Oh, is her suit in here? I didn't even notice that. Did it come out when I
I told you we should have butchered that bunch of second-rate
pressed everything here?
better not kill Robin. I had the
I don't think
idea
I'm
first.
seeing her suit. I see computer. Oh. We have something to hack here. Oh, wouldn't you know? There's her suit, and that was the hacking thing you were talking about. Oh, okay, that's the riddle. Gotcha. Cool. Thanks, Josh. Appreciate that. Man, not for nothing. That's a good Batgirl suit. Now compare this, and this is a different looking Batgirl suit too. Don't get me wrong, but compare this really cool looking Batgirl suit, to the crappy one they did in that movie that never ended up getting released. Like, why would they have picked that suit of all suits? There's so many better ones. I remember Saw, Hostel. Oh my God, the Human Centipede movies. So I have a pretty. I mean, it's funny to me. It may not honestly be all that funny. If it could be a you had to be there type of thing, but so one day my buddies were all in college, and we were all there, and it was a night where we all went there to go, hang out and do the typical college stuff. So the next morning we were all just kind of like waking up from the night before and kind of getting our wits about us. And somebody was like, dude, you guys ever see this Human Centipede movie? I'm like, no. I'm like, I've heard of it, but I've never seen it. So somebody, whoever it was, threw it on. We're like, you got to just see like parts of this to understand how ridiculous it is. So whatever, we throw it on and we start watching. Like, dude, this is the most ridiculous concept for a movie I've ever seen. And then one of the kids who we were visiting at that school, one of his buddies from another dorm comes in. He walks in the room, and he looks at the TV. And the TV at this point, like the scene in the movie was just like the most unrecognizable like scenery shot of like fall trees in this nice little grass area and like some leaves falling to the ground. There was nothing recognizable about this scene whatsoever. And the kid just goes, what are you sickos doing watching this movie? And we all look at him and we're like, dude, how are we the sickos? How many times have you seen this movie to recognize that this is Human Centipede from a scene of leaves just falling to the ground casually? It was the most, I mean, we pissed ourselves laughing about it. It's probably doesn't have the same kind of punch when being told secondhand, but my God, the way the kid just had such like a level of disgust for us for watching it. And we're like, dude, you're the one who must have watched this 100 times to have been able to recognize it from seeing that. Was just completely bizarre. But yes, it's a ridiculous movie in concept. Yeah, I will never watch that one again. Never in a million years. I never watched 2 either. I didn't have, what did they do for 2? Didn't they just put like 3 more people on it or something? Just like, what a ridiculous movie. Yeah, that's exactly what it was, Rick. It was a rough watch that morning, I'll tell you that. Yeah, it was bizarre the way he picked it up from that seat. I'll mention, like, if any for the people who were there, well, my group of friends that was there, anytime, and not that Human Centipede comes up very often, but anytime somebody makes a reference to it, similar if we're having a conversation like this where you just reference them, the 3 of us or 4 of us, however many it was, would just look at each other and start dying laughing thinking about that. It was the most ridiculous thing ever.
I never thought I'd say this, but I'm getting kind of tired of all this.
Oh, Tomby. How's it going, Tomby? Tomby says, dinner, Batman. How's it going, Tomby? Hope the stream was good today. I couldn't tune in too much because a bit of a long commute home and then doing the regular, like, once you get home, house stuff, take care of the dog, make a little food for myself, all that. But I was listening a bit in the background. I heard, I think you guys had Pete, Smoo, and a little bit of Major Zap, I thought I heard too. So I'm sure it was a good time. Stop. I don't say stop like that. That's because I mixed Harley and stop together. Stop Harley Quinn. That was a bit of a New York accent that came out of nowhere. Stop Harley Quinn from taking the infected Joker. Well, let's go see what's going on, Harley. Oh, can't sleep, Tomby. You're not much of a sleeper anyways, though, right? So this is nothing new. I'm with you, man. I've been getting like 3-4 hours this week. Not much of anything, and it's been working. I'm still awake, but I do need to catch up a little bit on the weekend. Yeah, stop. I don't know. I don't know where that just came from. That is not how I say stop. I may have an accent, but I don't have that one.
So I've been working the Arkham Knight case, Detective.
That's probably a bit of the lack of sleep for myself catching up with me.
He wears a mask to hide
It's got to be late for you, right, Tommy? I finally put a world clock on my computer here. It's just buried behind a bunch of different windows. But I did put a world clock, so I can always keep an idea of, while we're gaming and stuff, exactly, you know, like GTA Friday, so I can have an idea of where you and Dealbreaker are time-wise.
So, you think she's interested? Oh, Harley?
2 a.m., damn.
What? Come on, you want me to spell it out for you? It was just with Joker gone, I thought maybe she'd...
Oh, Josh, if you've never been to NYC, you're not missing much, dude. I wouldn't bother. Are you from... Well, you don't have to answer if you don't want to be too specific, Josh. But if you're from the States and haven't been, trust me, you're not missing much. And if you're from another country and haven't been, there are plenty other better states to visit when you come here. It's a dump. And I'm not just saying that as a Boston guy because of the little Boston-New York rivalry. I did not enjoy my time in New York whatsoever. I enjoyed the event that I went for a concert and had a good time at the concert. That was great. But in terms of, like, New York for a couple days, ugh, I have no interest in going back anytime soon. Sorry if anybody in chat listening, lurking, is from New York. I'm sure you don't love Boston either, so we can just agree to disagree there and, you know, enjoy the stuff we do agree on. But, yeah, I was not a fan of New York. A lot of trash, a lot of smells that aren't great. It was not my favorite. All right, screw it. We're just going to get right into this. We're Batman. We're not scared. Well, I got no health too, so I better make this work. Why didn't I get the last one there? Oh, these knife guys are going to be the one that gets me if I don't pay attention. That's going to help, but it's still not going to do enough. And I need to check my phone right after I finish this, just because I'm getting a ton of texts for some reason. Alright, let me check really quick. Hey, Brandon. How you doing, man? Great to see you back. Glad you've been enjoying these Batman streams, my friend. Give me one. Actually, my phone's got to kind of load back up since I just plugged it back in, so I got a second. Okay. What was I reading? Up in 3 hours. Yeah, Tommy, that was me yesterday. I think I went to sleep because I did a Batman stream. Then I started messing around with making some playlists for my videos and all that, and kind of trying to draw out some new ideas for the next few videos, which I'm probably going to do one after this stream as well. So I think I went to sleep around 2, up by 5, so same thing. I'll tell you though, man, once you get past that initial wake up, it's not that bad. It's that waking up process that sucks when you're on very little sleep. Sorry, let's see here. Yeah, never been to NYC. Yep, you're not missing much. Rick says, I can tease as he is also a Boston suburbs guy. And has no accent to speak of, which it actually blows my mind, Rick, because even a lot of the kids I grew up with in the suburbs, you know, they developed the accent too, just from it being so close. What was I going to say here? Where were we? Spent years in NYC as a club. Oh, really? As a club musician commuting from New Hampshire and outside of the great steakhouse on the planet there. I have no need to ever go back. Yeah. I'm not in... Oh, Sandy! You get some rest, Sandy. I didn't realize you were still here. Thank you for being here. Yeah, grab some rest, Sandy. You've had quite a few work weeks that have been some long ones, as you've told us. So you get yourself some rest. You've earned it. I bet Natty gave birth. I hope so. I really do. Oh, what am I doing here? I hope it's, you know, already done, quick and painless as much as possible, because I'm sure it's not. I'm sure it's a hell of an experience to go through, as we all know. So, is this close? But yeah, I hope I hope her and her husband have already been able to welcome their new little bundle of joy. Sorry, let me just catch up on chat while this Harley thing is talking in the background. Actually, maybe I should do this first because she won't shut up and it's annoying me. This has to be it. Come on. Yep. So, yes, where were we? Brandon asks, how are we doing? Doing great. Great to see you. Josh is not a fan of most cities. I don't blame you. And then we got to... Oh, Tomby says, just waiting for the news. As soon as he hears anything, I'll share. Awesome. Appreciate that, Tomby. Yeah, I think we're all excited for Natty. Hopefully, she's actually been on every single one of these Batman streams so far. So this is the first one she's missed. So I'm hoping that in some part of her recovery, some of these streams can bring her some entertainment, because I would love to know that she was enjoying some. Brandon says, doing good. Why haven't I been here in a while? Rubik's Cube. Oh, Brandon, that is actually really cool. I think the people who can do Rubik's Cubes in general is impressive. But when you can do it in those competitions where they like have the thing that they put their hands down and they tap it and then they just whip together the Rubik's Cube, that is the most insane stuff I've ever seen. I think that is phenomenal. It's good for you. That's awesome, man. We got a couple good nights to Sandy. Good night, Sandy. You take care. Rick says, I know Tomby knows someone I grew up with, and her accent can make yours sound tame. Oh, yeah, Rick. Some of these accents are just so much thicker than mine, for sure. I honestly think I have a pretty tame one to begin with. And especially because I've spent so many years at work working on kind of, purposely taming it so that people I'd be on calls with in other states and things like that could understand me a little better. I think mine has been dulled down quite a bit. And every so often, I kind of naturally go in and out of it just because I spend, 8 hours a day, every work day, speaking a little bit more clearly in terms of trying to drop it a bit. So, oh yeah, there's people who have accents way, way thicker than mine, especially that like deep Southy one. You know what I mean? It's a hell of an accent. Let's get this. Oh yeah, I forgot about this little voice synthesizer thing. Josh says, yep, there's only 4 voices that he does it with. Rick Clear says, right now she's in a room screaming for some medicine. I'll just say medicine for the sake of YouTube, but I hope that's not bad situation, Rick. I don't know. I'm trying to think of how to pose that. I hope everything's okay there, and that it's just one of those things where she might be going through a little bit of a tough recovery. But hopefully everything's okay there. Josh says, this stream's supposed to be for Dash. Yeah, this suit was for Dash. He didn't make it today, so I will be moving on to a new suit the next time. But hopefully he catches a little bit of the replay of it at least. Quickest was 6 seconds. Wow. Slowest was 10 seconds. Brandon, I'll beat that slowest record. I have a Rubik's Cube on my desk that I've owned for about 5 years, and the closest I've ever got to completing it has been one side. So I may hold the record for world's slowest Rubik's Cube competitor at this point. But that is crazy impressive, dude. 6 seconds to 10 seconds. Wow. That is phenomenal. Yeah, I do have this ugly bat suit on. It's not my favorite. Let's take another look at it while we mention it. It is not my favorite. It's grown on me, but it's just got too much Gotham by Gaslight vibe to it, which isn't one I like a lot. Don't like the cowl. Don't like the seams on the cowl. Don't like the collar. Don't like the gauntlets. The rest is fine, but it's forgettable. The utility belt, honestly, looks a little bit too much like a police officer's. There's too many, like... the utility belt should be a lot sleeker. This is very pouchy, and the handcuffs right there. It's just, yeah, it's not my favorite, but hopefully Dash gets a chance to see it at some point. Rick says, oh yeah, Deep Southie is absolutely non-comprehensive. Yeah, it's rough. And is how it's going Cambridge. Yeah. No, the deep one is, it's tough. I like to think I still have a tolerable one, but yeah, it's definitely not the best sound out there in terms of accents. It's kind of like the difference between some of your lighter southern accents and then some of those ones that's like, you know, the guy from Waterboy where you just can't understand a word that he's saying. That's a minigun guy, so I don't really want to fight him, but probably will, honestly, because I think I have an opening here. Just get it over with quickly. Because I should at least have a pellet, right? Smoke pellet, thank you. Alright, at least we got the minigun out of the way, that's helpful. We can honestly take you out too. I thought there was two of them. I didn't realize there was just one guy that came up. It doesn't seem like they want to come up and follow. Oh no, that guy does. Let's go for a little glide so we can try to lose him. Josh said, sorry, I think I missed one there. Brandon says, it is me, but he is a really good Rubik's Cube. Yeah, I mean, damn, 6 seconds. That's impressive. Rick says, all your critiques on the suit are valid. I appreciate that, Rick. I think we've had actually a lot of similar opinions on our Batman stuff today between actors, Batmobiles, suits, the whole deal. So we're, and when we have differed, it hasn't been by much. So we're thinking the same way. Josh says, Batman don't use handcuffs. He just strings thugs from the... This is true. If anything, I feel like he uses like zip ties more than handcuffs. Or even those kind of like weird zip tie cuffs that have like the plastic in the middle but 2 zip tie rings. I've never seen him very often carry a straight up pair of metal handcuffs, but whatever. Rick says he dated a voodoo priestess from Louisiana. No kidding. And she had her 10-foot albino ball python as a pet. Oof. I am not a snake guy. I gotta tell you, not a snake guy. I would pass on movie night at a house like that, just in fear of the snake getting out. I don't think I'd do well around a 10-foot python. I gotta say. Oh, you got a mine? That's gonna do you good. Oh, it's actually probably gonna do you good because I'm stepping right on it. Can I get out of the way? Nice. Batman. Oh, hey Pete, how's it going, man? Batman and his non-lethal rockets. Yeah, we've discussed some of the mistakes made with that in a few streams, like Ben Affleck's Batman and some of the guns and things on his car and stuff like that. This game's got a little bit of it on his Batmobile as well. Not ideal. Certainly not the most Batman-like. Alright, let's get a little closer here so we can just take these guys out. Let's grab the... you know what? Why don't we take you guys and send you just over there for a second. While I hack this. And hack that.
The drone sensors are temporarily disabled.
Oh, I can only do one at a time, huh?
The previous drone will be back online.
Okay, so let's get around the corner because we got to hack this again. Oh shit, he's actually looking right down there. That was a mistake. Oh, no, this one just turned on me. Of course it did. Whoops. Where were we? Tomby's gonna try to get some sleep. You take care, Tomby. I will see you more likely than not in somebody's stream early in the morning tomorrow. So get your sleep, man. Rick says he loves snakes. Well, fair enough. Everybody's a little different. Definitely not my preferred animal, but I can respect that. Brandon says ball pythons are usually really timid. Interesting. I know very little about snakes, so that is interesting to find out. Oh shit, I probably got to do all those. Yeah, I do, huh? Or is it? Yeah. Damn, there's the minigun guy. All right, well, let's just take him out again. Get that over with. Try to pay a little bit more attention this time through so we can make this smooth and get all these guys out of here. Oops, that's not the wrong one. Let's get my, where is it? Explosive gel. Get over here. Okay, it's not exactly how I want to do that, but it will work. Let's put a little gel down here. Brandon, you want me to use the Arkham Origins skin next? That I can do. I've been taking requests. So what we're doing basically is one suit per stream, just so I'm not doing a ton of kind of switching them in and out. So since you have the first request for the next skin, I don't think we had another one tonight. So we will do Arkham Origins for the next one. And we will be playing Arkham Origins too, Brandon, so that stream will be coming up as well. Oh, perfect.
This guy. Is he dead? Where you at? On me. What?
See ya, dummies. Alright, who else do we have here? We got 5 left, huh? Damn. That's more than I thought. Alright, can we get you guys away from this area? Let's use the voice synthesizer. Arkham Origins one looks like this one. I can't remember it, to be honest with you, Josh. I'd have to take another look at it in the section where you actually look at suits. I really can't remember the Arkham Origins one. To be honest, this one doesn't look super different even from the one from this game where it's at least the body of it, like the torso, it's very armored, so it doesn't look all that much different either.
Check the generator. Got it.
Alright, this is what we'll do. Let's get over here.
Looks fine to me.
We'll bring you right over to here while I pop in. We'll take you out.
Why are you doing this? We just want our Mr. J back. And you did.
Before activating an order, I need to pick a target.
Alright, that worked out. Let's see what's next. I'll take a look at that chat in 1 second, Brandon. I just want to try to finish this pot off because they're annoying me with these stupid turrets. Oh, they moved. Okay, good. That's actually helpful. So now what we'll do is we will hack one and get the other. So we will hack you. That was just in time. It was about to destroy me. Grab you. Grab you. And then we got these 2 dummies over here. We still have 4 though, so I gotta locate the other ones.
I've got 3 jokers here, idiots.
Easy enough. What TV show am I watching now? So, that is a good question. I'm actually currently not watching any new shows. I just had finished up watching The Acolyte for a review. Because I don't know if you have seen any of my other content, Brandon, but I do a few different things. The streams are kind of a thing I've added more recently. What I founded the channel on was movie and TV reviews, as well as video game reviews, and just general news, like things that happen, games being announced, stuff like, you know, the Robert Downey Jr. Casting, stuff like that. So generally movie news, TV news, all that, then video games and stuff, all the same. So I did just finish watching The Acolyte. That was the most recent news show I watched, which, you know, I always preface this by saying, if you do like things that I don't, do not let my opinion of it change you. I'm just here to give my opinion on things and see where that goes for people. But I did not enjoy it. So that was a tough watch. There was just a lot of stuff fundamentally wrong with that show in terms of just writing, acting, logic, the whole deal. And then it wasn't a particularly good Star Wars show either, especially with some of the lore that it breaks. So that was the most recent thing I watched. What I'm watching now as a bit of a palate cleanse has been watching, actually, Smallville. I've been rewatching Smallville and as well as Batman the Animated Series. Those have been my main two shows that, like, after this stream, when I'm just working on a video, I'll probably throw those on in the background to watch, things like that. And my wife's been getting into watching them too, because it's stuff she's never watched because she didn't grow up a nerd like me. So she's been enjoying me kind of giving her a tour through Nerds Past. So she has been watching some of those with me too, when we're just looking for, you know, one of those nights where we can't pick a new movie or anything like that and just want to watch like something we don't have to. Oop, can I do a silent here? Yep. Something not too, you know, complicated to watch. You ever watch any of the Galactica series? Yeah, so I've never been a Galactica fan much, Rick. It's something I've always wanted to get into because I know how much people love it, but it has not yet been something I've gotten into. My background in nerddom isn't hugely in sci-fi, although I do like sci-fi. It just hasn't always been my first go-to, so there's a lot of good sci-fi stuff that I just haven't gotten around to yet. Like, I've never watched, you know, Star Trek, either the original or the ones with Picard, things like that. So, all stuff that's on the list, especially with, you know, new shows being kind of crap nowadays anyways. It's about time that I start getting into some of these old ones. Yeah, the power of one, the power of two, the power of failure is right. Woof, that show was tough.
That's the thug stuff.
Brandon asks, the 2004 animated, have I watched The Batman? Yes, actually. Funny you should mention that, Brandon, because I watched that as it was on TV. So I remember being a little bit younger and watching that as it was on TV. And it had been years since I had seen it. So just the other night, because I've already almost worked my way through all of Batman the Animated Series, I was kind of looking for just a little change of pace. So I threw on the first couple episodes of that, and I forgot about that one. I did enjoy it. It was solid. It's not quite as good as, say, the Bruce Timm Batman the Animated Series, or the New Adventures of Batman and Robin, or the Justice League shows. But it's a pretty solid Batman animation. I enjoyed it. All right, I'm on the wrong side of this. I got to get to the door. I think without having even seen the new Batman show cartoon, jeez, can't speak. Without even having seen the Caped Crusader or whatever it's called, the new one they just did, I can almost guarantee you that the Batman from 2004 is probably better than it. Because what I've seen of that show is not looking good. That's for sure. Well, Josh, being a vampire and having lived for a couple centuries, I guess you would know, right? You've seen it all. Fair enough. Rick says, really? Yep, really, Rick. I've never watched Galactica, never seen the Star Trek shows of any sort. I have no intentions of ever seeing Star Trek Discovery. But in terms of the original one or the follow-up one, The Next Generation, I had never seen those. Says, I think the Viper is one of the best-looking ships ever made, with the Defiant and the Enterprise. So I am familiar with the Enterprise, but Viper, I'll have to look that up. I'm not sure. Brandon's watching Sons of Anarchy right now. That is a really good show. I was just talking with, it might have been Tomby and Dale Breaker when we were doing GTA. Yeah, I think it was. I think we were on our motorcycles at the time. We were talking about Sons of Anarchy, and I need to get back and finish it. For some reason, I stopped after like season 3. I think it was the season where they go to Ireland. I don't know how far you are on the show, so I won't spoil anything for you. And it was all good. I loved it. I just, for some reason, I stopped after season 3. I don't know if I just got a little busy and kind of fell out of the habit of watching it as regularly as I was. But that's when I want to go back and finish watching. That one and Breaking Bad is another one I have to finish. Breaking Bad, I will say, unpopular opinion, it's a really slow start the first couple seasons. And everybody tells me, oh, it's season 3 or 4 or whatever where it really picks up. And I'm just like, I mean, fair. I won't argue that because I haven't totally gotten that far on it yet. But like, if I got to sit through 2, 3, 4 seasons until it starts to get really good, like, dude, you're asking me to do a lot of TV. You're talking a show that's like an hour long with 20 some odd episodes of some shit per season. That is a lot of time I have to dedicate to something before it gets really, really good. And what I've seen of it's not bad or anything. It just never, I don't know, it never clicked for me the way it did, I guess, a lot of people. I think the problem of it though is that I was trying to binge watch it versus people who saw it week by week. So I think that made it a little bit easier for them to get through, you know, or get to the point of it being really, really good or whatever. I would like to go back and finish it though, because I had heard it's fantastic. Let me see here. Sorry, before I break into that room, let me just catch up on chat. Watching Sons of Anarchy, got that one. Rick says, I love the TV shows House, Suits, Yellowstone, and Lucifer. So I've watched a couple episodes of Lucifer, and I did think that it was good, but that's another one I didn't end up finishing. Hold on, let me just so Robin doesn't get his ass kicked while I'm standing out here. I would like to go back and watch that one. I thought that was a pretty decent show. I just never finished it. But I saw like maybe 4 or 5 seasons of the first episode. It was intriguing. It wasn't bad. House is a great show. I need to rewatch it because I've been seeing a few clips of it come up on my shorts feed recently, and I forgot how good it was. I'd like to go back and rewatch a lot of that. I like the guy who stars in Lucifer too. What's his name? Tom something or other. Seems like a cool dude. Good, you know, he seems good in the role too. He's very charismatic in that role. So I'd like to go back to watching that. Suits I've never watched, but I've heard great things, and same for Yellowstone. Always hear good things, but I never had Paramount Plus or whatever service it was on, so I never got around to watching it. Yeah, Cranston is a complete asshat at this point, but I mean, here's the problem though, Rick, is like you look at Hollywood, and it's like every other day just another one is just making a fool of themselves or being way too speaking in way too strict of absolutes to be able to hold on to a fan base of a lot of different types of people. You know, they just say the dumbest shit all the time, and Cranston's another one of them. Tulsa King, Ben, so I think his new season that's coming up. I caught a little bit of the Real BBC with Gary Az and Mahler today, an X-Ray Girl. And Gary was, I think, talking about a season 2 because he really enjoyed season 1. I got to get around to watching that. I heard good things about Tulsa King. And I'd like to be able to review season 2, so I got to watch season 1 first. I won't be watching Rings of Power. I can't put myself through that. I'm sorry. Tom Ellis. Yep, Brandon, that was his name. I can't take Breaking Bad serious after his Malcolm in the... Yeah, fair enough. There's actually... So I have seen one little thing of... They did like some deleted scene type of thing where they, at the end of Breaking Bad, I think it was just for fun. It's not, I'm pretty sure it's just for fun. It's not something, oh, I gotta do it over here. It's not something they made canon, but they had this little thing where, they made it seem like as if the whole Breaking Bad thing was, it's on YouTube, you can find it if you search it. They made it seem as if it was just like a dream that Hal from, you know, Malcolm in the Middle was having. It was like a fun little thing they did after the show ended. It's not real canon or anything like that. Oh, we're gonna use Robin here if the smoke would clear. I can't even see him. We haven't used any Robin yet. Let's get this guy out with the dual takedown, just make it a little easier. And then we'll go back to Robin. I meant to change the Robin suit. I didn't realize that I didn't. Have I watched Cobra Kai? Yes, I have actually. I've watched... So you'd have to remind me exactly what season they're on right now, because I can't remember how many, the numbers of it. So I haven't watched the new season. And I think I still had like 4 episodes left of the season that had come out before this. I really enjoy it. I like Cobra Kai. It's fun. It doesn't take itself too seriously. It pays respect to, you know, the franchise or the IP. Yeah, 6 seasons. That's what I thought. It pays respect to, you know, the original Karate Kid movies, things like that. I enjoy Cobra Kai. I think it's a fun series. Rick says, I was called house by my friends when I got and walked with a cane. As your medical knowledge and diagnostic skills are up there with them. Hey, fair enough. That's not a bad nickname to have. Tom Ellis. Yeah, Tom Ellis. I mean, Rick, there's so many actors you could put in for Doctor Doom. The fact that they chose to, you know, bypass or just go by the whole auditioning, I gotta imagine they didn't even bother auditioning, because if your plan is to have Robert Downey Jr., you go to him first and you see what they say. So, and my assumption of them having passed up on any auditioning or search for an actor for it, they passed up on many, many talented actors who could have played that role. Need short shorts, Robin? I do think they have it. I think they have the Burt Ward Robin skin, so I'll have to take a look and see if I can get that one, because I have the Adam West. Oh, shoot. You know, that would have been good to have now that we're starting some Robin missions, because I have the Adam West suit, so maybe I'll do Adam West and Burt Ward. Robin looks middle-aged. Yeah, this is a pretty old Robin. You would have thought he would have... This is Tim, I believe, Tim Drake's Robin, so you would have thought he'd be Red Robin by now at this age.
Albert King's in the Wild West.
Make sure I didn't miss anything in chat. I don't think I did. Yeah, no.
They took Christina Bell to the haunted house.
Season 6 of Cobra Kai is definitely one. Well, first I got to finish off Season 5, but Season 6 is one I'm interested in. And then I'm interested in Tulsa King. I'll have to watch 1 and then 2. And then as well as... oh, shoot. I just had one in mind that just slipped out. There was another show I was going to say I wanted to watch too, but just totally slipped out of my mind. Return the escaped Jokers to their cells. Start with you, Henry.
Henry, what happened?
I don't know. I think something hit me on the back of the
Rick
head.
says, plus I'm snarky and was angrier. Yeah, hey, fair enough. I think that'll do it to a lot of us. There was a lot of crossover with me. Fair enough. Where are all these guys?
Do you think she'll recognize me in this blank death mask you call a face? I mean, it does do expressions, right?
Henry, lock down this door. Only let Robin or myself back through.
I don't know if I'd trust Henry here, Bruce.
How's it going, fat brain? Nice
Oh, shut up, Harley.
I think my Jessica would have liked it. Kind of place he would have picked.
I'm so sick of Harley Quinn. She's just been so overused and misused by movies, animation, video games now with that last game. I am so sick of... Not even so much Harley Quinn, of how they've been using her, honestly. If it was still the Harley Quinn it should be, then I probably would appreciate it. But it's not, so I don't. I didn't know that was a thing. It's a decent looking Robin suit though. Definitely a bit different. I prefer some green in there and even some yellow, but well, I guess he has the yellow inside of the cape, but it's not a bad suit. It's different. Would love to see Batman interrogate Kathleen Kennedy and Bob Iger. Yeah, well, I think you know how it goes with those guys up at the top of Disney, Lucasfilm, the whole deal. They answer to no one, so who knows if they'd even answer to Batman's questions. They do whatever they want. Lights out, exactly, Ben. Yeah, the hair. I don't know why they chose this hair, Rick. I don't know why they went with like this wiffle look. I don't think it was necessary for Robin. And they did it in Arkham City too, so it's a carryover from that. I really don't know why they chose that. The skins you can put on it do have hair. They've got a few different Robin skins that do have more of his normal looking hair. So I wish I thought of it before this mission, but we'll have to do that for the next stream. I'm not sure if there's more Robin or not after this. What is my favorite suit so far? So Brandon, do you mean live action or just like in general? Because my favorite suit in live action is the Ben Affleck 2016 suit, the Dark Knight Returns inspired suit. I absolutely adore it. The cloth, the black with the gray, I love that suit. But I am a fan of the... Okay, so this actually works for this game too, because it's actually... a lot of these suits that I love are in this game. So that suit's in this game. That's my favorite one in general. I love that look. So I guess to a degree I could argue that the Dark Knight Returns skin Batsuit is just in general one of my favorites because his is heavily inspired by that. But I do like the way his looks in live action better than even the comics or the animated version of the Dark Knight Returns looks. But they're almost one and the same. They're very heavily inspired. Well, Ben's is heavily inspired by it. After that, I love Michael Keaton's suit. I love the blue and gray 70s comic suit. That's a good one. And those probably wrap up my top 3 favorites. But then there's a bunch that I like. I mean, I like Christian Bale's suit. I love the 2004 Batman white and normal suit. I'd have to look that one up. I'm not familiar with that one off the top of my head, Brandon. I love the look of, like in Arkham City, they gave you the chance to use a version of the Batman the Animated Series suit, which I always think looks great. Again, the gray and the black, the cloth, it just looks awesome. I'm always a bigger fan of... Oh, let's use this mechanic. I'm always a bigger fan of... Oh, I didn't realize there was 2 there. I probably should have thought that through. And it won't let me finish them. I am always a bigger fan of cloth suits versus the heavily armored suits. I'm not as into the armored ones. It's not that they're bad or awful or anything. They're just not my favorite. Why can't I do an inverted takedown? Is he too high up? Alright, we got minigun guy there. You know what I should be doing is switching to Batman and using a little bit of my disruptor. So I can get rid of your gun, and can I get rid of miniguns? Problem is, I don't know where the minigun guy went. Where are you, dude? Oh, there he is. Ugh, and he's just in an air. Alright, we'll save that last one for him. Oh, stop moving. There we go. Daly says Michael Keaton with some hot eyes. Yep, absolutely. I love that suit. I was saying this earlier on stream. I don't always love the all black suits either. So armored and all black are 2 things that aren't my favorite. The all black suits just... I don't know. Bat suits just look better when they have the gray mixed in. Whether it's blue and gray or black and gray, it just looks better when it's a 2-tone type of colors. Or 2 different colors, rather, not so much 2-tone. It just looks really sharp because it makes, like, it makes the symbol pop. It makes everything pop just a little bit more. So armored and all black I don't love, but Michael Keaton's is an all black suit that I do love. Rick says actually the first Keaton movie was really well done. Yeah, I really love the Batman '89 movie. I really do. It takes itself just as seriously as it needs to. You can already tell in Batman Returns that they got a little bit goofier, a little bit campier, and they're not taking themselves as seriously. And as much as I do still like that movie, I do think it hurts it a little bit. That movie's... Oh, whoa. I thought I did... I thought I disabled his gun. Yeah, I think this is tight quarters. I can't see a thing right now. Let me do it like this. I think that second movie gets a little bit more campy, a little bit more silly, and it hurts itself a bit. I think '89 was definitely better. Daly says, hi, Rick. Brandon says, what about the gray and black with the purple gloves? Oh, that like original one? Not my favorite. I think they're using that in the Caped Crusader too, right? Definitely not my favorite. I respect it for what it is, the original, all that. But I don't like the cowl. I don't like the pointiness of the ears. I don't like the purple gloves. I respect it, and I'd probably even go as far as saying I would be down to get some cool collectibles of it, just out of appreciation for it in general, but not my favorite. I believe they have that in this too, so there's a lot of suits we're going to try, because we got the DLC to do after we finish this main game, so we'll be doing a lot of that. We'll be... Oops, I didn't mean to do that. We'll be trying all the suits. Alright, so I'm not taking the minigun guys out together. That's a horrible idea. Let's take this guy out. Oh, Josh, can we use that mechanic? I thought that was just for that one little part of that mission. I didn't realize we could use that mechanic the whole way through here. Yeah, that is exact. Oh, shoot. We'll have to redo it next time. That's what I get for reading and playing at the same time. Oh, so you don't like the 89 suit, Brandon. Interesting. Very interesting. Yeah, I like that one. I like that one. I think I like it a little bit more than the Christian Bale all black, to be honest with you. But I do like both Keaton's and Christian Bale's more than this one that I'm wearing now. This is probably my least favorite live-action Batman suit, to be totally honest. Definitely not one of my favorites. Hey, good call, Josh. Another good call today. Oops, I gotta get out of here before this guy rips me to shreds.
There goes another one. Oh, Bat. You try and act like you don't care.
Okay, I don't think they're gonna look up here, so I might be okay just chilling here for a second.
Just to rescue me.
I could do this. And then just fight this guy. Because when I can actually see what I'm doing, I can fight him. The problem with the last time was we were in way too close quarters. I couldn't see a damn thing. Who's left? You two? Zip out of here and then take him out. That's how we do it. Rick says, I once cast who I'd want as for a Frank Miller Dark Knight movie. Wanted Peter O'Toole as the old Joker. Peter O'Toole, that name sounds familiar, but I can't think of who it is. And maybe someone like Burt Reynolds as an older Bruce, but as Keaton is now old, we need an older Joker. Yeah, fair enough. Definitely. The suit is good, but the movie's crap. Oh, so it's the movie you don't like, but you like the suit. Interesting, Brandon. Interesting. Now, just out of curiosity, Brandon, and again, you don't have to give too much personal information here, but was it a movie that, I'm not asking your age specifically. I'm just curious if it was a movie that was kind of before your time, so you don't like it because it's a little bit older, and they're not, the difference between the way movies were filmed then versus how they are now. Or is it something that was of your time and you just generally don't like it? I'm kind of in the middle, so I was born just after it. So it was 89. I was like 92. I was 92. So I was born a few years after it. I was actually born when the second one came out. So I didn't really see these till I was significantly older. So it was probably like early 2000s, my first viewings. But I was still close enough to that style of filmmaking that it didn't bother me, and I've always appreciated for it. But if you're somebody who's, a lot younger, early 20s, things like that now, I could see it being a little bit difficult to go back and watch, some of these older movies. Movies a little bit older than you. Yeah, so you're probably in the same range as me then. So, yeah, hey, interesting enough. Just not a fan of it. I get that. I get that for sure. I'm not, the ones that I think, I was going to say, why does my cape look different? Because I'm Robin. The ones that I do think are crap, that I just really think are poorly made movies, like kind of through and through, is really only the Joel Schumacher ones. I think the original Keaton 89 is good. I think Batman Returns, it loses itself a bit and becomes a little... Oh, shit. I wasn't ready for that. It becomes a little too campy and a little too silly. But I still... enjoy it to a degree, but it's significantly worse than the first. And then you get to the two Joel Schumacher ones, and those ones just aren't good.
Too slow.
But I can say that I still enjoy them a little bit just out of pure nostalgia. All the Christian Bale ones I like, although I'm not a huge fan of Dark Knight Rises. I don't think it's that good of a movie. I like Ben Affleck's appearances in the movies he was in, but obviously his movies have not been great. I just don't care to, yeah, and then I gotta hit that thing. I just don't care to do a joke, Riddler thing right now. And then Pattinson's I liked. So on the whole, we've gotten some pretty good Batman movies. It's just, you know, some better than others type of thing. And in some cases, you have a great Batman and Ben Affleck in some subpar movies, which, not ideal, but it's just how it goes sometimes.
I'll take her back to the cell.
Rick says, you're a bloody youngster. I saw the movie in theaters with your friends in your mid-20s. Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough. Millennials usually taste the... Oh, Josh and his vampire. I'm gonna just stop that one there for the sake of YouTube. Still haven't watched the Batman movie. My favorite is Dark Knight, but I do love Batman vs Superman. Yeah, so I say it all the time, Brandon. I'm a fan, especially the extended cut of Batman vs Superman, the director's cut, whatever you want to call it, Snyder cut, whatever we want to call them these days. I do think that that's good. I enjoy that movie a lot, actually. Okay, so let me rephrase that. I shouldn't say that it's good, because I know it's not a good movie in terms of structure, you know, all that. I know that it's got its issues and its flaws. How I should say it is, it's a movie that I enjoy and a movie that I like. I think that's probably the best way I can put it. But I do really like the extended cut of Batman vs Superman. I recommend the Batman, though. I think you'd like it. You know, I think most Batman fans would like it. I can't guarantee you would, because I definitely know some people who don't. Oh, shit. But I do think it's one you would, you could possibly like. I think I gotta get into this vent. Yep. Why can't I move? Oh, there we go. This voice acting kind of sounds like Michael Rosenbaum, Lex Luthor from, I wonder if that is. I'll have to look that up. Kind of sounds like Lex Luthor from Smallville.
I should wait until he's in position before I detonate the explosive.
Oh, do I have to do this probably? Oh, I know. I think I know. And then let's go back to the gel.
I know you're there.
Move, dude. What are you waiting for? Also, I would agree, by the way, Brandon, I do think The Dark Knight is probably the best Batman movie ever made. Let me just look at chat real quick. Still don't know why they didn't call it Dark Knight Begins, because the name Dark Knight wasn't in the beginning of his character. He got that. Yeah, fair enough. I think that's kind of what they were going for, too. I think they wanted to kind of take him from kind of a budding superhero in Batman Begins to, you know, now he's an established Batman. He's now becoming what Gotham needs, which is the Dark Knight, the watchful protector type of thing. So I think it was kind of a play on story as well as just, you know, naming the movie. How the hell do I get through here? All right, what am I missing? Is there something I should be hacking? Nope, just something I should be pressing. What do we have here? Because the name Dark Knight was... Oh, yeah, we just read that. Oh, character, how you doing, man? Good to see you back. You don't even have to use the voice synthesizer for that guy. All you have to do is just put the explosive on the right... Oh, a little closer to him. Yeah, that would have worked, too. I don't mind taking an extra step. Yeah, and Josh says the same thing. Fair enough. DB, what's going on, man? DB, it's got to be late your time, man. What are you doing up still? I was just telling Tomby I finally have a world clock set up, so now I can kind of, as I'm streaming with you guys, actually have an idea of where, like on GTA Fridays, I'll know exactly how late it is for you guys. Last week I was kind of trying to not rack my brain, but in the middle of figuring out, I'm like, oh, it's like 10 o'clock, 9 o'clock for me, and then I'm wondering, like, what the hell time is it for these guys?
Is that you?
Oh, this is nice. Let's enjoy this. I won't talk over it.
It's been 6 months now, Jason. I think it's time to face that.
Screw you.
That's the spirit. You're a real chip off the old bat block. Not that it'll do you any good.
Why won't you just kill me?
What? Oh, no. I'm not going to kill you. Not yet, anyway. You're my sidekick now. Imagine it. You and
Oh, those are the Arkham symbols from Arkham Asylum.
Picking on the weak.
The Amadeus Arkham ones.
Duo. Just like Bats and that new kid of his.
No, he wouldn't.
You think? So, this isn't Batman then? Oh, weird. The pointy ears are usually a dead giveaway. I didn't want to show you that photo. Really, I didn't. But, well, it was the only way for you to get closure. Now, I know it hurts, but sometimes you gotta be cruel to be kind.
That's good stuff by Rocksteady there. That's a good incorporation of that into this story.
Let's get the next one.
Sorry, let me just catch back up there. Don't have to use a synthesizer. Okay, yep, I saw those. DB says howdy. Hello, DB. Rick says, I never thought I'd ever see a better Joker than Nicholson. Then along comes Heath Ledger. Yeah, I mean, just world-class all-time performance there. Ben Dover says howdy to DB. Help Jason, yeah, if only we could. A little too late for that now. He's already the Arkham Knight, so that ship sailed. Yeah, DB's up late, early, however you want to look at it. Character says he's about to pee himself. Please don't, just for your own sake. You don't have a mess to clean up. DB says, I have no life. No, stop it, DB. Just on the YouTube grind, you know? Hey, keep in mind, DB, so much of the YouTube grind, too, is just being in chats, hanging out. You know, sometimes I feel like it's, even when it's late and I'm on, some stream and chatting in their chats, I'm like, all right, I should probably go to bed. I'm just kind of keeping myself up doing nothing when I should get some sleep. But then I remember, you're still meeting people and chatting in chats, and I've gotten a few people to sub. I'm actually on a few streams with Nerdy Neo coming up, who I met in a Melee Games chat doing exactly that. It was a random night where I was just in chat, chatting it up, enjoying the stream, and then all of a sudden made friends with Nerdy Neo, and I got a couple streams coming up with him. From him, I've met a few other guys, like Carl from the RNG podcast, who I'm going to be doing something with him too. So part of just being up, networking in these chats is a good thing. And my dog's about to bark because I think my wife just got home and he's really excited. So I'm going to mute for just 2 seconds here while we continue through the game. I walked in there for a second chat thinking, maybe I'll do this one, and then got a load of all those, and nope, not bothering. I'm just not doing Riddler shit right now. No shot. All right, before we head on here, let me just catch up real quick. Brandon says, you'll miss Hamill's Joker. Yeah, it's a legendary performance. It's definitely one of the better things he's done, in my opinion. Rick says, imagine this is Stacy. Stasis Geek. I'll give him his real name. That was such an accident, too, when I said Stacy, but that one's going to stick around, I think. And Abe. Yeah, fair enough. It probably wasn't too far off. DB, you lost 40 watch hours? What? That is crazy, man. It's bad enough when we lose subs. Losing watch hours is just like, damn, that's kicking a man while he's down. That's brutal. That sucks, DB. Shit. Sorry to hear that. Character. For the sake of YouTube character, I don't want to talk too much about that, but I want to say it was more of too much of a substance than kind of intentional. I think that's the cleanest YouTube is safe way that I can say that, so I'll leave it at that. But yes, unfortunately tragic that he lost his life and, you know, never even got to see the performance of him as Joker. Tracy, what's going on, Tracy? Tracy says, didn't realize you were up, and if I didn't say it before, congrats on 500 subs. And thank you so much, Tracy. I've said it a few times in Tommy's chat yesterday when I hit it, on my own stream yesterday as well, and you know, I'll say it again now because I can't say it enough. Thank you to all you guys for supporting, man. I wouldn't have whatever I have now, 500 whatever. I wouldn't have it if it wasn't for all your guys' support. Not even just, you know, now, but from the very first days. I'll never forget the first day I was in Mr. P's chat saying that this was something I was thinking about doing and wanted to do. And between a lot of you guys and Tomby, it was just an instant amount of support of like, yeah, man, you should do it. Give it a shot. See how it goes. And then since then, it's been all you guys just supporting me through comments, likes, views, showing up in the live streams, all that stuff. And on top of the support, man, it's been cool just making friends with all you guys because you're all just such great people. So thank you, Tracy. And thank you, everybody. Rick, Highlander, I see you in there. What's going on? Bend Over, Heretical Nerd, Dealbreaker, Tomby, Sandy Q, Stasis Geek, Jan Witch. I mean, I could go on for days. Abe, Daily Dysfunction, Natty McBatty, who has been at every one of these Batman streams so far, except today because she's got something really special going on, and I'm super excited for her and sending her a bunch of love and prayers and all that. But yeah, man, everybody. Even, you know, there's been some new faces. Josh has been in a lot of these. Characters making another appearance tonight. Ali's been in just about all these streams. So it's super appreciated, guys. All of you. It really is. And it's a lot of fun, man. Having these chats that we do while I play a video game is something I never thought I'd be doing, and it's really fun to be doing it.
With no digital components. I won't be able to use the remote hacking device.
Josh says you met Chris Farley before. Really? Now, is that you being sarcastic here, Josh, or is that actually a true story? Because if so, that is really cool.
I need you to send me the CCTV footage from the camera in Stage C. You can use the computer.
How you doing, by the way, Highlander? Great to see you, man.
I'll try. Computers really aren't my specialty.
You can isolate the data using the panel on the right. Slide your finger along the dial until...
Like this? Oh, this technology is very...
I will say they surprised me a little bit with the Henry Adams thing in this. I wasn't expecting him to be the
now highlight the track for the last 10 minutes.
The most affected by the Joker stuff, I guess.
So I see. Thanks, Henry.
Looks like Ali already helped me out. He says 0359. I think I might have to potentially oh, I was already going the wrong way. I might have to watch him press it. All right, I'm going to... Let's just make sure, actually. Oh, shoot. I didn't go back far enough. They should just give you an eat quick button to send it right back to the beginning instead of having to wind this thing around. Oh, yeah, you can't see anything from there, so it's got to be this camera angle. Let's try it. 0359.
That isn't the right sequence.
Oh, that was... Did I look at it wrong? 035. Oh, that wasn't it, Ali. All right, let's look at it. All right, so he starts with O. Is it 0539? Did we just have it backwards a little bit? Yep. You were close, Ali. You were right there. That was close. All right, so I saw the met Chris Farley. Keep messing up here. Batman will break the keypad. Oh, I didn't realize that. Highlander says he's groovy, just farming crap and one's human. Ah, there you go. Nothing like a little bit of late night gaming. If Robin could go that way, why didn't we just both go that way? Oh, this is when Joker does the little musical number, right? I wasn't a huge fan of this.
Nice of you to join me, Bats.
I swear, that has to be Michael Rosenbaum's voice. That sounds just like him.
Keep me waiting, Bats. I control the bomb.
I think. I don't know. Now it doesn't sound as much like him.
Stage for two? No, really. I insist.
But now it does again. I'm pretty sure it is. I gotta look it up at this. I mean, look it up after this. Character says, you want to know how I got these guys? Yeah. What just so much good dialogue in that movie, man. Especially as it... Oh yeah, don't I like sneak through with Robin or something? I kind of forget. Yeah, I don't care about this little musical number, so I'll read a chat while we do this. Yeah, so much great Joker dialogue, so much great Joker delivery. I mean, brilliant. Oh, here we go. Oh, nope, he's going to get a view of me, so I got to hide here. What was I going to say? Rick says, I just checked and reset your laptop to play Deal Breakers once you... Oh, nice. Oh, man, I appreciate that, Rick, man. Thank you so much. Yeah, the watch hours are tough, man. I didn't think of how difficult it would be to actually make those pile up. It takes quite a bit. These streams have been super helpful. You know, people really loving the Batman streams, which is great because I'm loving the Batman streams. But yeah, man, the getting that watch time up that's something.
I need to defuse the bombs before I take.
Oh, I thought I was just taking Joker out. I wasn't paying attention. How exactly do I defuse the bombs? Oops, oops, oops. That was an accident. Pressed the wrong button. Joker was the only... Oh, so you're not a fan of any of the Dark Knight trilogy, Josh? I think Begins and... Or do you mean just Nolan as a whole, as a director? Because that I have to disagree with. I love Christopher Nolan's movies. And I actually probably disagree with that in terms of Batman, the Batman movies too, because I do think Batman Begins was very good. I think I think The Dark Knight is just a brilliantly made movie from a fundamental standpoint. Not to mention just a good Batman movie. But then he's got a ton of good movies too. Dark Knight Rises is, I think, where he kind of slipped in the franchise. That's not my favorite. Where's the other bomb? There's another one over there. Let's just make sure he turns around here so he doesn't see me, because that's annoying when he sees me.
So pretty. That was the night you let me die.
Rick says, I thought that Gordon was good. Thought that Gordon was good as well as Alfred too. Yeah. I think Gary Oldman's a phenomenal actor, so anytime he's in a role, he's actually probably one of my top 5 favorite actors. So I think he was great as Commissioner Gordon. Yeah, and then Michael Caine too. A great Alfred, great actor in general, so can't go wrong there. Think they fellas. Yeah, I would say that I don't think, as much as I don't think Liam Neeson was bad or anything, he just didn't scream Ra's al Ghul to me, if I'm being honest. I don't know. Just maybe not the best casting. I don't think it was awful or anything. It could have been casted significantly better, I think. The character says he's the real Rick. Fair enough. Oh, because Rick Cleary. I get you now. I'm like, what? I don't know, man. Rick Cleary's the OG Rick. He's the Rick I've known for quite a while now. But character, you're making a strong appearance in chat too, so glad to have you back here, man. And Bane and Talia were... Yeah, I did not like the Bane and Talia stuff in Dark Knight Rises. I just don't really like Dark Knight Rises. It's fine. It's okay. I don't hate it. I don't think it's awful, but it's just significantly lower on the rankings than the other two for me. Oldman was great. Yep. Josh says, how about a joke? Sorry, I'm just using this slow mission as a chance to actually... Oh, I think there's some behind us, too. Catch up on chat here. The casting was fine. I think it was written badly. Oh, see, I don't think the casting was great. I didn't love Liam Neeson as Ra's al Ghul. It just didn't really fit for me. And story-wise, yeah, I suppose story-wise it wasn't a particularly good Ra's al Ghul story either. Come on, do this quick, Robin. Do this quick. Oh, I didn't get it off in time. I gotta go back this one. I'm gonna do that one last, just for the sake of not messing up the whole mission. Alright, let's go back this way. Oh, shit. Come on.
That's all the bombs disarmed. Time to take down Charisma.
Perfect. What do you mean? I thought I disarmed them all. Oh, that's total bullshit. I don't know what he just exploded if I disarmed them all. Alright, let me just focus on doing that again real quick here, because this mission is annoying me now. I suppose I probably still have to sneak up behind him. That is so ridiculous. Yeah, he has a bomb vest on, but... Come on. Batman's been doing gel explosives 2 inches from his face all game. All of a sudden, now a little explosion's gonna get him. Yeah, yep, I actually did forget about, in fairness, I totally forgot he had the vest on, so that is on me.
I killed your girl. So pretty. That was the night you let me die. But when I looked you in the eye, that's when I knew.
Alright, come on, hurry up.
Look who's laughing now. I'm stuck in your head and I'm laughing. I feel you with dread and I can't stop laughing. Your parents are dead and I
Rick says he has the age, the guile, and experience to be the OG Rick. Fair enough.
Now I'm part of you. I am the clown, prince of crime. And we've had a hell of a time.
I'll tell you, one thing I didn't need in this game was a Joker musical number. That's for sure.
I just can't wait till I'm in control. Who'll be laughing then?
Alright, Robin, move quick.
I'm with you till the end. And
That's all the bombs disarmed. Time to take down Charisma.
I'm laughing.
Alright, let's just get to the back of him here.
I can taste your fear.
There we go. What do you get when you cross a mentally alone? Yeah, that was a great line, great scene, great delivery for Joaquin Phoenix and his Joker. Anybody here excited or not excited for the sequel to that Joker? I haven't been able to make up my mind on it, to be honest with you. Part of me feels like it's no means a movie that needed a sequel, and I do firmly believe that that part is one that I won't change. But it's not to say that I will stop from enjoying the sequel if it is good. And then on top of that, it being a bit of a musical, I'm not sold on. I don't have anything against musicals. It's just, I don't know. Does that fit Joker? Will it make it feel weird? Will the tone be all over the place? I'm a little concerned about it. But we'll see. I'm definitely highly interested. I would say that. I think Lady Gaga, as much as I'm not a huge fan of her, in general, she's a talented actress, talented singer, so I think she'll be able to pull off whatever it is that they're asking her to do in the movie. Joaquin Phoenix, obviously a phenomenal talent in terms of acting. But, yeah, I don't know. Part of me's like, I don't know that it's a movie that needed a sequel. Because I don't know that it is. But then again, if it is, then I'm not gonna complain about it. I'll be happy to get another good Batman thing. Let's take the EMP. Well, not Batman so much as Batman-related thing. Highlander says he's looking forward to the music from it. You're a bit of a gaga. Yeah, fair enough. She's super talented. I get more annoyed with kind of some of the stuff she does outside of her career, but she's super talented. She's a phenomenal singer, and I haven't seen her act, but from what I hear, especially in that movie she did with Bradley Cooper, she's apparently a phenomenal actress. So, credit where it's due. But yeah, no, I'm definitely looking forward to it in terms of interest on the whole myself, so I can't disagree there. Rick says Rick's on the opposite. He actually will avoid it for the musical part as well as Lady Gaga part. Yeah, well, this is why I like talking about these things. We all got different opinions. I think I fall somewhere. That's the one, Highlander, Star is Born. I think again, I'm not dealing with Riddler missions right now. That's not the basis of this playthrough at all. Can't stand the Riddler stuff. Just not in the mood for it. I could probably see what's up here. I think I fall somewhere between you and Rick, Highlander, to be honest with you. Again, I find myself staring at a Riddler mission. Why did I just take that out? I can't be bothered. I really can't be bothered right now. Sorry, Riddler. I wonder if Riddler would get more annoyed by somebody not being bothered to solve his riddles than actually solving his riddles. 'Cause I feel like that's a smack in the face when somebody can't even be bothered to test your intelligence. I gotta fix my headset here. I guess, character, you just clean it up. I don't know that you have a ton of options. How do I get in this one? What's the play here? I bet you I use this stupid voice thing or something, right? Let's see. Let me get out of their view.
I can't use the voice synthesizer while Harley's men are watching.
Are they watching, though? Can they still technically see me? Yep, he sure can. What do I do? Do I get over here or something? Oops, didn't mean to do that.
I think we scared him away.
Oh, I guess it's a lot more straightforward than I thought.
I need to pick a target before giving an order.
Open the gate!
I don't get it. What's there to get? Just get the gate open.
Where are we? Star Wars Born was great. Yeah, that's what I've heard, Highlander. It's on my list of movies to watch at some point for sure. Come on, give me the... There we go. Hold on 1 second. I'll read that chat. But yeah, Stars Born is definitely something that's on my list. I've only ever heard good things about it. It just didn't seem like it would be up my alley, but then again, it's like a timeless classic. Hasn't that movie been redone over and over? I think Judy Garland even played whoever the main characters in that movie before. So, obviously it's a classic story. So I would like to check it out. Okay, now that I have a chance, let me see. Riddler makes more sense here than Suicide Squad. Was he in the Suicide Squad game, Josh? I wouldn't know. I want nothing to do with that game. Rick says, see, I was in the men's room at CBGB. I don't know. I'm sorry. I'm not familiar with that abbreviation there. In the late 90s and... Hold on. I got to make sure I read Rick's quietly firsthand before I offend the YouTube system. Okay. Yep. Fair enough, Rick. That's a hell of an experience. Ali says, "Why did the trophy?" I'm assuming, Ali, you're asking why I didn't bother with the trophy. I just can't be bothered with the Riddler trophies right now. It just takes too much time, and I do want to kind of get through this main story and then the DLC so that we can get on to Arkham Origins too. I want to play through all these. So, in none of these games, in any of these games, I probably won't be doing all the Riddler stuff just because it's too time consuming and it doesn't always make for the most entertaining, parts of the stream. I know I'm not a fan of the Riddler missions. I can't stand them. I think I've only ever completed all of them in Arkham City. the rest I just haven't bothered. And that was because it was such a delay between Arkham City and the next game that I just kept replaying it and wanted to do things in it. So I didn't have a choice. If I wanted to, oops, wrong one. If I wanted to keep playing, it was pretty much do the Riddler missions or just keep rebeating the story over and over. See, like, I just don't want to be bothered with the Riddler thing right now. Oh, remove the sheet. Oh, more Jason Todd stuff. Let's take a look.
What do we have here, then? Wakey, wakey.
I do agree with that, Highlander, by the way. There is a song,
I'm not the bad
actually, I'll answer that right after this cutscene.
No. It's Batman. He's abandoned you, thrown you away like an unwanted puppy. Can I have him, Daddy? Oh, please, 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 please. I'll take real good care of him. Anything to make you happy, Princess. Just make sure people know he's yours. We don't want him to end up back here, do we? No, we don't, Daddy. I want to keep him forever.
No, no, please, please, no, no.
Oof. What I was going to say, Highlander, is I agree because although I haven't seen the movie, there's one song that crossed my path from Bradley Cooper in that movie that I love. It's Maybe It's Time or something like that. Oh, I thought it was a great song. I have it in my Apple library and all that. I'm a huge fan of that song, so I could tell that he definitely did the work in getting his singing up to par for that movie. And yeah, Gaga is just naturally very talented. At both singing and acting. As much as I'm not a fan of her personally, in terms of kind of the stuff she says and does, it doesn't mean that I don't, credit her for her abilities. She's super talented. Oh, damn.
The fight of the century. You ready to get schooled, Bats? What do you want to start? How about getting your asses kicked 101? Nothing to say? Strong silent type, huh? Well, let's see if I can change that.
Oh, shut up and let's fight.
You said to have some fun with you, Robin. Let's get us.
Can I freeze this guy? Or is he unfreezable?
I've been dreaming about this fight.
Yeah, I think I gotta do mostly dual takedowns for him.
We're here to kill, Robin.
It's good.
Oh, so that's Robin's little move. I don't think I want to use that one. I think I want to use Batman's.
How many pieces? Love this part.
I can take pain like that all night long. Come on, Robin. I'll make you squawk.
Finish him.
Albert King and is that this guy's name? Is it Albert King? I wasn't even familiar with it. Oh, geez, it says it right there in the subtitles. Yeah, Albert King. Which game is the Croc fight in, Josh? Is that Origins? I know we get the Croc tunnel missions in Asylum, and I remember one game having a big Croc fight. Was that Origins? Or is that... Oh, no. Isn't it in the DLC in this, actually? Pretty sure Killer Croc was in that. I'm, like, totally forgetting where we fight Killer Croc. If it's the DLC in this, then that kind of makes sense. They probably just kind of, copy and pasted a bit of that. Yeah, Knight. Yeah, that's what I thought. I forgot he was part of the side mission stuff. What is it? Maybe him, Freeze, Killer Croc, and Mad Hatter. I want to say made up the side mission, the DLC missions. Yeah, Season of Infamy. That was the name of it.
Can't let Harley
we'll be doing that too, so we'll get around to some of that. Easy enough. Iceberg Lounge. Yep, I'm vaguely remembering that now.
Nice work.
Man, it's been a while since I've really played through this entire game.
You can carry him.
Bullshit. Bullshit, you're just throwing this size dude on your shoulders. I don't buy it. I don't buy it at all.
Batman, please, you have to help me. That Quinn woman and her goons are trying to break in here. There's no telling what she'll do to me.
Stay calm, Henry. I'm on my way. Robin, wait here with the infected. I'll go ahead and deal with Harley's men.
Alright, let's head back here. We'll probably finish this off and then probably call it a wrap on tonight because I do need to eat a little something. And I got a video to work on. So why don't we get back to here, we'll wrap it up, and then we'll go from there. Seriously. Just open the door.
If we enter here, they won't risk opening the gate.
Alright, so where do I enter then, Batman? Over here? Need a lot of patience. Yeah, fair enough.
Thank God for the gate.
What do we have here? Synthesizer.
Open the gate now!
No problem. First she said shut the gate, now she wants it open. I think she's going
Rick says, actually, even at his size with Robin's strength, conditioning, and the way carried... I will say, Rick, I started saying it before he put him over both shoulders. I thought he was going to try to single shoulder it like he did the other two. So I'm willing to consider he might be able to carry. I still think it's a lot of weight and would be a little bit tough. But that dude looked like he was like 400 pounds at least. But if Robin has a mean squat, then maybe. But I did originally think he was going to try to one shoulder him. I'm like, dude, no shot. Like, you can't tell me this is the same Harley from the new game they just made. Doesn't even look like it.
Now that would be highly irresponsible of me to allow that to happen.
Batman took Mr. J away from me once already. He ain't gonna do it again! You hear that, Batman? I know you're out there!
Yeah! Where are you, Bat Freak?
What, afraid to face us?
How about that? You're a trigger pull away from...
I mean, why am I,
No one puts their hands on the boss, lady.
if Robin was able to just stand out there, why the hell did I have to be hidden? Come on, I want to try to freeze him, but they won't let me. There we go. Oh, we got two big guys. Okay, good to know. If Robin would stop breaking the freeze, that would be great.
Batman needs to teach you some...
Alright, I don't feel like being Robin here. I'd rather have Batman's gadgets. As I forget to use one now.
Hit harder, freak. This won't take long. We'll be quick.
Easy enough. let me see here. Need a lot of patience. You read that? Rick's. Oh, geez, I thought that guy was already down. I saw Batman punch him at the same time. Yep, I saw that one from Rick, and then Josh says Harley from the asylum went before.
We need to get back to the cells.
I'm not sure what you mean by that.
I've got Quinn.
Rick says, I used to leg press the universal stack at 750 in high school. I used to actually be able to do a pretty mean leg press with that thing myself. I don't remember exactly how much, but I always liked that machine. Freaked out the football players. You were a vivid bicyclist. Oh, okay. 20 miles a day. Yeah. Senior year. Yeah, fair enough. Yeah. Being an avid bicyclist will definitely increase the leg strength. That's for sure.
Here. I should get her locked up in a cell.
Yeah, I thought he was going to try to one-shoulder that guy like this. It's definitely not easy, Josh. I can tell you that.
Put me down, bad freak.
Robin, prep the cell.
No.
Don't move, Robin. You killed them, didn't you, Henry?
Oh, Bats! You're so easy. Desperate to see the good in people. Especially...
This was the first twist I really saw in this game. I did not see this coming. Obviously, the first time I watched it. I mean, first time I played it and watched this scene. I thought it was going to be Johnny Charisma there. I did not expect it to be Henry Adams. While we are looking at this, I want to check really quick and see if Michael Rosenbaum did do the voice of
Nice move.
Johnny Charisma there.
Your turn, Bats.
For some reason, my internet search is not going quickly, so maybe we will pass on that.
Evolution's a funny thing.
Let me use my phone. Possibly have too many windows open on my computer. Let's see. Arkham Knight.
The strongest always survives. Still, you know what they say about evolution.
Oh, I didn't realize Troy Baker did the voice of Jason Todd in Arkham.
Purifying the gene pool.
Even I don't know which side to root for now.
Goodbye. It's been educational.
I changed my mind. Kill him.
Now that's unexpected. You're gonna be spectacular.
Oh. Interesting. Yeah, no, going into it, I thought Charisma was going to be, once we started seeing bits of the marketing with the Johnny Charisma live over the theater and all that, I thought he was going to be it. As you get into it, you realize it's probably not likely.
What if you fail? You'll be too dangerous. I won't be able to stop you.
I definitely didn't see Henry Adams coming, though. They threw me for a loop on that one.
No, you are not going to do this.
Let's see here. Yes, it was in fact Michael Rosenbaum doing the voice of Johnny Charisma. I knew I recognized that. If I hadn't been watching so much Smallville lately, that might have I might have missed that one, but I thought I had noticed it. He was also the Flash in the Justice League animated series, which was a Wally West Flash, I believe. Yeah, so Troy Baker, Rick, actually was Joker in Arkham Origins.
I know, Tim.
I'll stop Scarecrow.
Master Bruce, I'm reading multiple militia forces converging at your location. It's the Arkham Knight.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense, Josh.
I'll take
That
care of
definitely
it,
goes along with all of them.
Sure. There are rather a lot of them.
I said I'll handle it.
You'll be fine.
Of course I will.
And then ideally, in the Joker mind, it's that Bruce is the kind of perfect combination of all of them. Plus, the one, I mean, Batman's the one he's always wanted to corrupt the most. I kind of totally forget what I'm... Oh, yeah, okay. We're going to get a Jason Todd scene again.
Don't worry about Robin, Batsy. I'm sure he won't die. Well, fairly certain anyway. Hey! I never finished my story about Jason Todd, did I? Have you got something to tell the nice man, Jason?
My name is Jason Todd.
Who do you hate?
Batman.
Excellent. Of course you do. Did you get that, Bats? Kid's not yours anymore. He's mine. Mine.
Man, the voice
To
acting's
do
good.
with as I wish. Hey, I never asked. What's the big secret? Who is the big bad bat? His name. Tell me.
Of course, sir. It's...
Oof.
Never could stand a tattletale. That's why I like to work alone. No one to spoil the punchline. You should try it sometime. After all, you've seen what happens when you drag your friends into this crazy little game of ours.
Brutal. All right, now what do I do? I forget.
Henry Adams.
Oh, I definitely don't need to listen to that.
You need to get in the cell. It's the only choice we
Oh,
have
you need
left.
to get in the cell. It's the only choice. Okay. Okay, we're just gonna go in circles in here. There he is.
Look, Bats, I didn't tell you that story for the fun of it. Well, okay, I did. But there's a moral to the fable of the Robin and the Clown. Okay, let's try this again.
You need to get in the cell.
You know, I thought I saw the thing flash over his head. I just didn't catch it in time.
What the hell are you doing?
The right thing. Trust me.
I've gone crazy. Listen to me. We can help you. You don't need to do this. Alfred. Alfred. You son of a bitch. You cut my communications.
Sir, are you okay? I've lost communication with Robin. Is he all right?
He's fine. Faulty comms unit. I'm looking at him now.
Thank God. With all that's happening, I feared the worst. Speaking of which, the Arkham Knight has ordered a squadron of tanks into the city to lock it down and reassert control. Thankfully, the EMP weapon you requested is ready for collection.
What, Josh? You didn't like me sticking Robin in there instead of myself? I don't think sitting in a cell would have been particularly great stream content.
Hang on a gosh darn minute. If Henry wasn't immune to mad clown disease, then that means there is no cure after all. You had Featherhead slaving away when he could have been saving Barbara.
All right, that was actually a longer mission than I remember it being.
No, don't tell me he's gone. He's still out there. I know he is. Batman doesn't retreat. I'm sending in reinforcements. Find him.
All right, let's take a little look at where we're at mission-wise. If I could just remember to press the right button. Nope. Maybe third time I'll get it. There we go. Third time's a charm. And there it goes. So we're only 57% done. We still got a little ways to go here. Equip a new secondary weapon for the Batmobile. Yeah. We'll deal with that. All right, so we got quite a bit to do. Yeah, fair enough, Rick. We've got quite a bit to do still, which is good. So we've got a few more streams out of just the main stuff alone. At least 1.5 more streams. And then we'll be able to move on to DLC. So, on that note, everybody, I am going to wrap it here because I need to still eat a little bit of dinner because I haven't had that yet. And then I got to work on a video that I'm working on related to Deadpool and Wolverine's box office success, as well as, you know, this idea of it, quote unquote, saving the MCU, which is something I'll get into in the video, and also a little bit touching on the idea of superhero fatigue versus bad movie fatigue. So keep an eye out for that, because Highlander says slacker, it's still early. Fair enough, Highlander. For me, it's about 10:30, so I'm ready to wrap it. But yeah, so I'm going to start working on that video, keep it moving there. So you should hopefully see that video within the next day or two. Depends how late I'm going to stay up tonight. I might pull a bit of a Tomby and stay up till 2 a.m. working on it. So keep an eye out for that. We will be doing more of these Batman streams. I want to say there will be one tomorrow night around the same time this started, 7 p.m. Eastern time. But I can't be totally sure about it because it kind of depends on how far I get with this video tonight, because I do kind of want to get that out in a timely manner. So if there isn't one tomorrow night, there will be the one after it, which would be, what are we on, Tuesday? So that would be either Wednesday or Thursday. We'll be seeing another one of these streams. In an ideal world, honestly, we'll see video out and a stream each night. So, but we'll see. That's kind of a lot on the plate, and I got a few things I got to take care of in real life. So it probably won't happen. It'll probably just be one stream one of the 2 nights in a video. So keep an eye out for all that. Thank you guys so much for being here. Josh, Rick, Ali, Highlander, we've seen, try to remember here, Deal Breaker, we've seen Bend Over, of course, Sandy Q, we've seen Character, we've seen, Heretical Nerd, we've seen Tomby, a few people, and if we saw you and I'm forgetting to mention you, sorry about that, but don't think that it means I didn't notice you coming saying things into chat, because I did notice it, and I really appreciate it. I appreciate even anybody who is just lurking and not chatting, because the views help a lot and all that. So thank you, everybody, for being here. Truly appreciate it. Shout out to Natty McBatty, sending her some love and some prayers, and you know, and with everything she's got going on with the new baby on the way. So everybody keep her in mind, wish her the best, and hopefully we'll see her back in chat very soon with a brand new bundle of joy at her side watching another Batman stream. So again, thank you all. Take care, and I will catch you next time.